It's finished. Dear God. I can feel the power pulsating from it. Just what the hell is this thing capable of, Monty?
Oh, my dear boy. This gauntlet is now one of the most powerful artifacts in the universe, and its abilities are almost limitless. First, we will test its ability to open portals leading to other dimensions. Our goal is to open a portal to the dark ether itself.
Holy shit, it worked. It's incredible. And the gauntlet, man, does it take a toll on you. I'm gonna need to be extra careful with it.
Okay, let's get to it then. We shouldn't leave this portal open for too long. Who knows what's running around in there.
Wait, before we go, there's one more thing I need to do. Okay, it's done. Let's get in there and find these urns.
Wait, what did you do? Now you only have one use of the gauntlet left.
Call it an insurance policy, in case we don't like where we end up.
Dear Lord, this place is of great evil. Let's try to get this done quick. I feel very uneasy here.
Look, it's the urns. Get them, hurry!
Jesus, what the hell are these urns holding? The power emanating from them is massive, yet familiar. Huh? What's that?
Guys, we should leave now.
It's been a while, Special Agent.
Wait. I know that voice. Vegan teacher. How the fuck are you alive?
Well, let's just say the power of the Overlord is a pathway to many abilities. Some consider to be unnatural. Ha 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 ha!
Caleb, who the hell is this?
This disgusting anorexic freak is known as that vegan teacher.
And now, we're here, with you stealing from my lord. So for this, you will die for that. Ha ha ha. Ah, you German bitch! I'll rip you apart for that!
Come on, you guys. This is our chance. Let's get the hell out of here.
Look, she's gaining distance on us, and she's not alone!
Look, it's the portal. We're almost there. Hurry.
Oh, good. You're back. I must say, you're here sooner than I expected.
Monty, please hurry and help Caleb close the portal. We've got trouble.
Samantha, what's wrong?
Roar! You slimy sons of bitches. You think you can steal from my master and just walk away? We're going to teach you the meaning of pain.
Ah, I see. You must be the vegan teacher. You're a lot uglier than I expected.
Shut up, you British prick. Once we deal with these thieves, I'll go after you next. All of you will suffer my wrath.
Like hell, I'm gonna let you kill us. We've come too far to be killed by a shitty influencer. Let's get her.
You stupid meat-eaters, I have transcended my weakness and attained the powers of a god. I will not let you live to see tomorrow, and all your efforts will be in vain.
God damn. This is bad. I hope my summoning worked, and I hope it gets here soon. Samantha, Harambe, Monty, Shadow Man, I swear, I won't let you die here.
Kid Carter. Huh? Hey, who's that? Come out from the shadows, you filthy coward. Go get whoever that is, my minions.
Dear Lord, what the hell? Who is that?
Come out from the shadows, you coward. I'll make you pay for killing my children. Huh? What? Is that?
Why does he look so familiar? Van Clutter, is this your doing?
Oh, what the hell did you do, you vile meat-eating special agent?
I've brought a force of nature unlike any other. Now, it will show you true terror.
Van Clutter, just what have you unleashed?
You stupid special agent. Do you really think I can be scared of some knife-wielding freak whose mama was probably a snowblower? Ha! I'll show all of you the true power of fear. Hiya! Huh? What the fuck? No, it's impossible. Nothing can withstand my power. Stay back, stay back. Master, help me. Please help. Ah!
It's finished then. That vegan teacher is gone.
What about him?
And he's gone. Huh? Oh, the portal has closed too. I guess the gauntlet only summons things temporarily, then it disappears, like a dream. I suppose it makes sense.
It's probably for the best. Someone wielding this much power can be very problematic. Then again, I have a feeling with more 115, the summonings can be permanent. It's something to consider being that we're up against a demon as powerful as the Overlord.
At the very least, that's one less enemy to fight. And I'd say this experiment wasn't a waste, right?
Yes, that's right. We found those urns shortly before the vegan teacher found us. Caleb, are they still intact?
Yeah, they're fine. And since we're on that subject, Monty, what exactly are these urns holding?
Well, to put it bluntly, those urns hold the souls of Daner and Carter.
All right, Monty. What are we gonna do with Daner and Carter's souls? What's your plan?
The plan, Van Clutter, is to resurrect your friends. You see, the Overlord has kept them in a perpetual state of limbo. These urns are imprisoning Daner and Carter in a dream-like state. It's somewhat similar to how Thomasin kept Anya in a fantasy land. And, like the Shadow Man, you must travel into the minds of Daner and Carter, releasing them from their mental prisons. We'll start with Daner. Now, you must clear your mind, as if in a meditative state. With the power of your gauntlet, you'll enter his dream realm to release him.
Wait, if I release him, won't his soul go straight to the afterlife?
That's where me and Monty come in. While you're in Daner's mind, we'll be finishing reconstructing Daner's body. When he returns, he'll be more powerful than he once was. Daner, and Carter for that matter, will need the upgrades we have planned for them, if we want any chance against the Overlord.
Right, let's get to it then. Okay, Van Clutter, clear your mind. Breathe slowly. This takes great patience.
Well, they say patience is my strongest suit. Okay, here we go.
No! You killed the doctor, you ugly son of a bitch! Just wait till I get free!
There will be no deliverance for either of you. I am free, and the power of the dark ether is mine to manipulate. Now die, knowing everything you love will burn, all while you can do nothing to stop me.
I swear to you right now, you slender prick, whether in this life or the next, we'll end you. You'll be begging for mercy before it's all said and done.
Well, I look forward to seeing you try.
Thursday, November 7th. The criminals of this once fine city have a new fear that preys at night. They thought they could destroy the lives of innocent people. So I destroyed their lives, instilling fear into their sick minds. I am the reason they breathe easy when the sun rises. Though much of my past has been lost, I continue moving forward, enforcing my justice upon the forces of evil. I am the Bearded One, the slayer of giraffes, the finder of lost garbage. I am Batman.
You're hit. You're bleeding, man. I ain't got time to bleed.
Nice.
The orgasm sound was a bit uncalled for. What, you suggest that looks wrong?
Listen.
I think I look pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Don't worry. There's only one reason why I had that sound. Your face wasn't that of, an intimidating, brooding hero. It was more like a psycho in Halloween costume.
Wow.
Hey, man, you were going all like gritting your teeth, like with the wide eyes. I was like,
fair.
But just wait for the outro. You're not going to keep that face. But
okay,
I had to do something.
So
funny.
Upgrades, huh? Upgrades.
I'm intrigued.
You should be.
For
at least one of you, we had a little hint of it in a previous intro.
Hold on. Now, before we get into that,
Mm-hmm.
you could still see me during the intro, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, you saw me kind of going like this, like, oh, I see what you did there, where Dr. Monty says he looks familiar. I get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Go ahead, tell me what do you think?
Michael Myers, Malcolm McDowell.
Thank you.
Halloween. Yeah,
That
nice
went
job.
over my head. Went over my head the first time, but it's like, oh, duh.
Why did you look so familiar?
Yeah, I was hoping someone would pick up on it. Nobody did for a while.
Well, damn.
Until tonight. What are you gonna do?
It was late that night too, so
it was.
It was.
And we were just getting off of the Halloween train just to get back on it once again. Last time.
Yeah. Choo choo.
But
it was like our Boxing Day.
Pretty much, yeah. But yeah, upgrades. Like I said, one of you, there's a hint of it in a previous intro. And I can't say who, and I can't say what intro. All I can say that it was in the early days of the Overlord story arc.
Oh. Speaking of upgrades, I see you've upgraded your wardrobe, Neo from the Matrix.
Oh, yeah. I thought I'd give myself a different outfit.
Nice job, by the way.
Well, clearly it's happening for both of us. Obviously.
Yeah. I mean,
and yes, by the way to incorporate that line into my little monologue. You can't see it, but I'm pointing at my Arkham Origins poster. I'm the reason criminals breathe easier when the sun rises. Which
nice.
Roger Craig Smith, who voiced Batman in Arkham Origins, signed on my poster when I got to meet him. So,
well, when I made that line, that's what I was thinking of, and I'm glad that you caught on it and you appreciate it.
Oh yeah, good call. I mean, it's quite literally written in his hand on my poster. So, I mean, I did say talk to the hand. I know, not the best Terminator movie to reference, but come on.
I mean, it could be worse.
It could be
should be so much worse.
Yeah, like fart dank and Jenna shit.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, just wait for the outro.
Okay. On that note, greetings, exalted ones. Welcome to another episode of Daner's Day Off, where we watch nothing but the good stuff. I am your host, of course, Special Agent Daner Bobaner, joined as always by my fellow agents, partners in crime, Special Agent Spooky Clutter.
I'm not Batman.
No, you are not. You're Kenobi. And Special Agent Carter's cold blue sauce. I put that shit on nothing.
Never have, never will.
Let's let fate decide, shall we?
Oh, that wasn't even a real coin. You're supposed to flip. You're supposed to flick it with your thumb. Don't throw it.
Whatever.
Is that even a real two-face coin?
Hey, it's a fucking silver Pearl Harbor commemorative coin, okay? It's silver.
Hey, I got a Kennedy half. I think that this one will be better. Let's see.
Let fate decide.
I dropped it. Damn it.
Damn it, dude. This is why you would not be good at as a football.
Hey, I laid it on heads, so that means we get life. So piss off.
Okay, well, that's good.
You get it again.
Yay.
Are we done with Two-Face references? I mean,
Yeah.
I know Harvey Dent is in this movie, but
not exactly.
He ain't Two-Face.
Yeah. You'll always know him as Lando before the Pando.
Well, damn. There you go.
You die.
Oh, now we're talking.
Yeah. This one actually is a replica of that version of that coin. So,
well,
anyway, what were you? Anyway, yes. We're what? In case it wasn't obvious enough, we're watching Batman from Tim Burton, Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson, Kim Basinger, Danny Elfman, and, well, you know, there's people who worked on it. I didn't feel like saying starring, but you get the idea. Same way I don't feel like saying 1989, because you know what? This movie's not called Batman 1989. There's a comic which serves as a sequel to this called Batman 1989, which I have. But this is just called Batman. Just Batman. Now, little bit of history here. Like, when this movie was, it had to come out to kind of offset the Superman movie starring Christopher Reeve.
Rest
Be
of
the
soul.
good. I know that sucks. Yeah, he's not dead. He just went back to Krypton because he rebuilt it. Come on, think about it. But for real though, got to get that yin to the yang in the DC world, right? But
you got the light and the dark,
the All-American Boy Scout and the Dark Vigilante. Anywho, just one thing that's very interesting about this movie is, like, it was the first, like, live action iteration to make the character more serious, as opposed to the camp we were used to in the olden days of the old serials, or if you ever watched the 60s with Adam West, which I'll admit, and I know this could be a tough pill for some to swallow, I'm not the biggest fan of the Adam West stuff.
I mean, I get it. I understand.
It's not that I dislike it. It's just, when I first saw the 60s stuff, I was already accustomed to, like, these movies and the animated series. I was already used to, like, no, I want to see this guy, like, being serious. That being said, the 60s stuff had its charm, but because of all that camp and charm that people were so accustomed to back then, people were afraid they were going to go back to it when this movie was in production because of a certain casting decision, that being Michael Keaton as Batman. Everyone was all up in arms, like, Mr. Mom, Beetlejuice, with this guy playing Batman, it's just going to be it's going to be a schlock fest, like with the Adam West stuff. All it took was two simple words when he was on screen. But we'll get to that. But the point stands, like, even to this day, this whole, like, questioning the casting decisions of these beloved characters, it still persists to this day. And Batman is no exception. Like, after the Nolan trilogy had concluded, people were, like, naysaying Ben Affleck when it came to Batman. I wasn't. Like, was I disappointed that we wouldn't see Bale maybe go up against Henry Cavill Soups? Admittedly, I was a little disappointed, but as soon as I saw Affleck in the Dark Knight Returns style costume, I was, oh yeah, I was down. And then the movie comes out, disappointed me overall, but Ben Affleck was the bomb as Batman. I'm not even going to deny that. And then a few years later, when Batman gets rebooted yet again, well, now we got Edward Cullen from Twilight. Once again, I was not on the hate crew because by that point it's like, guys, the Twilight movies were a decade ago. Let's just move on. Just let it die. And I hate to quote a certain emo dark Jedi, but let that part, just loosely, let that part of the past die, okay?
Kill it
if you have to. Yeah. And again, Pattinson ended up being a pleasant surprise. Again, all it took was 2 words. We'll get to that eventually. We'll eventually get to that movie. And one more I have to bring up, this one's very obvious. Heath Ledger's Joker. Again, everyone was like, the pretty boy from A Knight's Tale, one of the cowboys from Brokeback Mountain,
one of the Patriots, one of the Patriots from the Patriot, the sons from the Patriot.
I've not seen that one.
You've never seen the Patriot?
I've seen like one scene from that movie.
Was it when Mel?
I haven't seen it either.
Oh my god! Not to mention Jason Isaacs is in it.
I remember seeing someone get a hatchet to the face. That's all I remember.
Oh, that's what I was about to ask. What was it? Because was it the infamous tomahawk scene with Mel Gibson going ape shit on a bunch of redcoats?
The only thing I remember is that Mel Gibson has a ponytail.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I know.
But
I don't know.
But anyway, everyone thought Heath Ledger was going to blow it as the Joker. He blew it out of the sky. So the point stands that casting is not always the problem, because a good actor with a well-rounded script and a competent director can make any magic happen. And in many cases, it can work. In some cases, it can fail miserably and fall flat on its face right onto a pile of shit. Like certain other casting for Batman that fell flat. But we already covered that one on episode 2 of The Dumpster, didn't we?
Yeah.
But
I don't know. Sorry. I was about to say, but even though he nailed, like when you said he blew it out of the sky, Heath Ledger's Joker blew it out of the sky. It's just kind of sad though, because that's one of his iconic roles. But hey, even in death, he got a fucking Academy Award. Respect.
Yes.
He got that award. Even in death, he fucking got it.
Yeah.
Too bad he wasn't around to receive it though.
Exactly. He killed it. That's all I'm going to say. But you know, when it comes to Batman and this long-running franchise, everyone has their favorite iteration. Everyone has their favorite Batman. Everyone has their favorite Batman movie. Now, with this movie, it's always top 5, at least for most people. I know there are some who are not a fan of this movie.
It's true.
I play devil's advocate to that, because this is not only my favorite Batman movie, this is my favorite comic book movie. And well, I'll get into why by the end of the film. Because but first, someone stopped by in the chat. Let's say hello to these folks here.
Yes, please. Peter Anthony himself.
Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing, man?
How you doing, buddy?
The Sergeant.
Hey,
hello
Sarge.
there.
Sarge.
Shitty as always.
Anyway, how's the weather?
How you doing, Kyle? J-Man, how you doing?
Hey, what's up? Kimisabe.
What's up, guys?
You're putting it lightly there, bub.
Good to see you guys here in the chat. Hope you guys enjoy your stay. Batman 89.
Batman. Just Batman.
Hey, you know what? I will say this.
Flat top?
What?
Flat top? I'm reading the Sarge's comment right here.
Nice flat top hairstyle.
Oh
Hey,
my god.
that's his hairstyle from Days of Future Past. Piss off. It's
Yeah,
my favorite.
fuck off.
It's my favorite look for Hugh Jackman's Wolverine in that movie. The hairstyle they did for him back in the 70s. It's awesome. It's so good. Quick side note: his hairstyle in Deadpool and Wolverine. Not a fan.
Which one?
Well,
main one?
The main one.
I know.
Look how short he is.
Not a fan. Not a fan. But it is what it is. This movie, and particularly the soundtrack, it's funny. In preparation for this watch along, I was just going back listening to the soundtrack for the movie.
Like
and in
Danny Elfman's soundtrack or Prince's soundtrack?
Don't even get me started. No, Danny Elfman's. Okay.
Of course.
So a lot of the comments were, any Lego Batman fans here? And that's true. Because when the first Lego Batman video game came out, they used the Elfman soundtrack for pretty much everything.
I vividly remember that. I need to bring it up. I remember when we got an Xbox 360 for Christmas, me and my brothers. It was the one that came with Lego Batman. As soon as we popped it in, I was already like, no fucking way. They're using Elfman's score. I dig it.
Oh, they used it for everything, and it is beautiful.
Which is
fantastic.
The one fucking piece of a diamond that I found in a piece of shit called Justice League. Just in those couple moments where you do hear a little bit of an interlude of Elfman's score.
This is news to me.
Yeah, like in the scene where he meets with Gordon, you get a little and there's a scene during the big climactic action scene, you get a little so that's one small positive I have to say about that version of Justice League, is that because Danny Elfman did the score for that cut altogether, right?
Okay.
So yeah, they had to incorporate it somehow. Which
it's kind of awkward considering that they made the Flash movie.
Oh god.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to go there right now at all. After what they did to my guy.
Oh, and it wasn't just once, was it? How many times? 2 times? 3 times?
Actually, you know what? 3, if you want to include that stupid cringy bit with like Batman, Batfleck with the fucking lasso of truth, that comedy bit from him, I wanted to puke. That was so stupid. Like everyone talks about how Warner Brothers did Cavill dirty because he got screwed over with Superman. I say they did Ben Affleck dirty too, because when he's got these moments that make me fucking cringe, because he was a great Batman in BVS. His cameo in Suicide Squad, piece of shit movie, by the way. I liked when I saw him there. And in the Snyder cut of Justice League, he's great. But in Justice League, where you're like, when Superman shows up, like, I will take the suit up scene on repeat from Batman and Robin over that shit. And that's a low fucking bar.
Well, the Flash and Justice League is a low bar.
Yep. Yeah. But can we just say that Danny Elfman is the GOAT of making superhero movie music? This and Spider-Man,
I'm actually gonna go ahead and agree with this 100%. He has some competition though, like Alan Silvestri for the Avengers, or
and Zimmer
or
Christoph Beck.
I don't know his last name, but the guy who did the
Michael.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna butcher it more than some people butcher my own last name. But
Bobaner.
But I'm talking about my real last name. Everyone gets it wrong. But no, don't worry about it. I'm trying to think. Any other superhero movies? Well, John Williams for Superman. Like, duh.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, duh. Yeah. How did I forget that?
Well, because he doesn't really do superhero soundtracks.
But that's another thing. I just want to bring that up again. When I was talking about the yin and yang between Batman and Superman, that's another good example is like the themes. Like you get the triumphant and hopeful John Williams score for the Superman movies, and then here you get kind of a dark but very stirring bit from Danny Elfman. Like,
I still think that it was. I mean, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people think this, but I'll just say it anyway. That huge missed opportunity to have Keaton's Batman and Reeves' Superman meet.
To not have them meet, I know.
Yeah, I mean, huge missed opportunity.
I'm sure they. I'm sure if they. I mean, just keep in mind what the last Superman movie was before this.
Yeah.
Like by then, Reeve was already like, I'm fed up with this shit.
Yeah.
Like he didn't even want
for me to
he
succeed,
didn't even
I
want
must.
He
I
didn't
must
want
be
it.
Superman 4: The Quest for Peace.
Oh, that's why they call it that.
Yeah. Or
had to do it.
Or could you imagine if Batman v Superman occurred in the 90s, but instead we also have fucking Linda Carter as the OG Wonder Woman herself?
Maybe.
Ish.
Maybe that exists in another timeline. We may never know. Hell, I'd kill just to see an old photo of Keaton and Reeve, like a publicity photo or something.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
Yeah, but also I also liked how it's funny that you mentioned John Williams' Superman theme or the score. It kind of makes an appearance in the Goonies, which is kind of funny though because that and the first Superman were both directed by Richard Donner. It's kind of poetic though.
Nah, I'd say it's self-awareness, not just poetic. But yeah. Anyway, I mean, there's so much more to cover with this particular film, at least on my end anyway, so I'm ready to go.
Yep.
Are you, gentlemen?
Yes,
all right.
I am.
We are all at the 000s at a runtime of 2 hours and 6 minutes. Are we
I'm ready for it?
All right. Proceed with the countdown in T-minus 5 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm Batman.
Warner Brothers Pictures.
Note that Danny Elfman did the main theme for the Batman.
You're both very. You both sound okay. Never mind.
What?
You had that warbly. You had that
Oh.
echo going on. But then so did Carter. I was going to say you both sound like shit.
Oh,
right
Jesus. No, I was saying that it's important to note that Danny Elfman did the theme for Batman the Animated Series.
That's true. Which, by the way, we wouldn't have gotten the animated series were it not for this movie.
It's true.
I want you to remember that. Like, because again, this was the movie that really brought the more serious side of the character into the mainstream. Oh my God.
I want you to know, I've listened to this very song on repeat all week. Like,
don't worry about it. Like, how could you not? Like, everything about that was just perfect. The way it's just building up and building up. You get a nice payoff, and then it just goes for it.
That initial drum sound, like just.
I know. It just gives you the chills. Just.
I did want to show this off because I picked this up on eBay. It is Batman '89 Retro.
The NES version.
Yes, sir.
That's cool.
Mainly because I tried to find this figure, but in the default color, going for like $100, $200. I got this one for $40, so more affordable, and it's still Batman '89, so I'm happy.
Fine by me. I got hang on, I got Arkham Batman right here. So there is that. In fact, that this row here, like this is all Batman and his rogues gallery, and Weird Al and Ash over there. But you know,
yeah. Oh, speaking of Lego Batman, when Lego Dimensions made Batman, or when they included Batman in there, it's a shame they didn't give you an option to change his costume.
Yeah,
missed opportunity.
all that just for the Batman symbol.
I love the style of Gotham here too.
It's very gothic.
Yes.
Yeah, the sky bridges.
Mm-hmm.
I like the little subversion of expectation here too.
Yes, abso-fucking-lutely. By the way, you recognize this gentleman? Picture him with an X-Wing helmet and a mustache.
Wait, Porkins? No.
That's not
Biggs.
Porkins.
Although he is in the movie.
Plastic Biggs, where are you?
That's Biggs?
That's Biggs.
Oh, jeez.
It looks like
I don't even recognize him. What the hell?
I know. Oh, and I was working on an X-Wing and it just came down. Now I'm stuck in the chair, so I'll just be making sandwiches for when you get back. I had to go there.
You're just as a big part of. Oh, I forgot how to say it. You're just as important. You're doing
part
stuff.
of. Yeah, but what's funny when you mention the whole subversion of expectations, that's what I think a lot of good comic book movies should do, especially for fans, because The Dark Knight did it as well. Because, like, remember, you get introduced to Harvey Dent when he's got Maroni on trial. Like, right away, you're thinking, oh, shit. Well, this is it, ain't it? Nope.
Yeah.
In this case, yeah, you would assume that, okay, this is clearly Bruce and his parents. That's a real problem you have now.
Yeah. But you know what? This whole scene, I like the little payoff we get with seeing Batman watching with the music.
Oh, yeah.
That's haunting.
The image is haunting.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know, man. That's
even
just
like
really
that
gives me
shot,
chills.
that shot alone, like that is so Tim Burton.
Yeah.
It's very Halloweeny.
Yeah.
Product placement. American Express.
Hey, speaking of product placement,
Classic.
they already got Santa Claus on it.
Hey, you know what? It's a bit more excusable for you because you guys have already celebrated Thanksgiving.
But we have Remembrance Day. Like that's a day. That's our version of Veterans Day. I'm the kind of guy that says wait for that to pass before you get all up in arms over the next holiday. Oh boy,
that's freaky.
Another chilling shot.
Yeah,
of the bat gliding down.
Yeah.
No, the guy's smoking.
Yeah, smoking kills.
No.
Oops.
Oh yeah. Too easy.
Who did that? He did it. Damn.
Yeah, I think there's a reason he went for that guy first. This guy was a naysayer, so he's going to teach him an even greater lesson. See, that is all it took for people to realize that Keaton has got this in the bag.
Oh yeah, and he's just gone.
And that's just testament to his range as an actor. Like, just keep in mind, the last thing he was the ghost with the most.
Yeah.
To go from that to this. Now, granted, he has a moment in this movie. Everyone knows that moment. The nuts.
Yeah.
Like, he straight up.
Chris Snyder. This town needs an enema.
Hey, Chris. How you doing, buddy?
You punched the highlights out of her hair. He punched the highlights out of her hair. Oh my
God! Welcome to the party.
Oop. So that comic I mentioned actually does center quite a bit around this version of Dent.
Yeah.
Like him becoming Two-Face and all. Now, look, you know what we talk about here on the show? It doesn't bother me here. Like, I do think, I think he could have maybe played a good Two-Face if he was given the chance. I mean, I feel bad that he never got to. Again, maybe, but if he was more conflicted, kind of like Lando.
Yeah. Well, look, I mean, Eric July's even talked about this to some extent that, you know, back in the day, this was before there was an obsession with tokenization.
Right.
I mean, yes, it's still by definition a tokenization, but Eric July always says that not every tokenization is equal.
Exactly.
Meaning that, you know, what happened back then, the intent, you could argue, is much different compared to how it would be today.
Exactly.
And why we're
that's
more
100% true.
It's why we're more apt to point it out now, because these days there is a reason behind it. It's not merely just fuck it, why not, right?
Because like in this case, really, I am willing to bet he showed up for an audition and Burton said, okay, you are Dent. You got what it takes to be the city's district attorney. What is it, Carter? You had something.
I was about to say, the way Jack Nicholson was looking in the mirror, adjusting his suit, he reminded me a lot of the president from Mars Attacks, almost. Or it's kind of funny though, because didn't Tim Burton make one?
Yeah, of course. There's Porkins.
Oh, no, are you serious, or are you just fucking with me?
Yeah, that's him.
That's really him.
Porkins.
William Hootkins. And don't forget, Top Men.
Yes, sir. And it's funny because he's wearing an indie hat too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Batman Begins is my favorite Batman movie, but this one makes a strong contender as my favorite. But you know, I'm also a big Returns fan too. Listen, I don't care what anybody says. Batman Returns is a Christmas movie, and I will happily watch it on Christmas.
Well, don't worry. He's on the same boat. We did a watch party for that last year around the holidays because it's a Christmas movie. Now,
they say he drinks blood.
even this guy I like, Knox.
Yeah, he's got a charm to him.
Yeah, he ain't no.
He's like the Jimmy Olsen of this movie.
I was about to say, he ain't no Jimmy Olsen.
I think that's what they wanted to do. Like they may have had this idea, like, Vicky Vale is like our Lois Lane, so let's get a Jimmy Olsen. All right, Knox.
Right.
And even keeping with Batman lore, you always got to have that dirty cop who's under a criminal kingpin's payroll.
Right.
Oh, and let's not forget this character who also made a lasting impression. Bob. I mean, for real though, Bob got his own action figure. Keep that in mind.
That is very true.
I mean, Nostalgia Critic said it himself. He's like the Boba Fett of this movie.
Right.
Like he's like playing the right hand to the main villain type, but doesn't really say much, but leaves an impression.
Right.
But he has one hell of an intro here.
I do wish we saw more of Nox and how he could have evolved later on. And Bob is my number one guy.
See? Just that right there.
Yeah.
Just draws like, yeah. Fastest gun decides who lives and who dies.
Standard Colt 1911. Nice. And him, I'm pretty sure that was either a Colt or a Smith & Wesson Model 38, Model 10.
Or
it's funny he goes for a revolver when he's wearing that hat.
Yeah.
Well, this is clearly not the same mayor in Batman Returns.
Right?
Because the mayor in Batman Returns was the Cure guy from X-Men 3.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So add him to the list of actors who have done both Marvel and DC.
There you go.
Ah, Pat Hingle is Gordon. Likeable. He's likable. Like awesome. His best moment is in Batman Forever. When he,
Yeah.
hey, go. That's my favorite Pat Hingle Gordon moment. However,
Damn it, I was wrong.
What?
It was a Smith & Wesson Model 19. Damn it.
Did you see that? You see that on that fucking drawing there?
Mm-hmm.
Bob Kane.
I thought so.
But anyway, I do like Pat Hingle as Gordon. I just wish he did more.
Yeah, he's not as iconic, I would say, as like Gary Oldman.
Oh, no.
I mean, Gary Oldman just kind of takes the cake at that point.
Oh, yeah. Like, without a doubt. Like, and I'm sure if the DCEU continued and we got more of J.K. Simmons, I'm sure he probably could have given Oldman a run for his money.
I think so. I mean, J.K. Simmons has quite the portfolio when it comes to characters he plays.
Yeah.
I like
but hell, even in animation, like in the animated film Year One, where he was voiced by Bryan Cranston, that was great.
Yeah. Hey, there's Popeye in the background there. Never noticed before.
Yeah, I did just now. I've seen this movie how many times? But then again, I'm a little distracted by Kim Basinger.
Yeah.
In my defense,
I'm more of a Michelle Pfeiffer guy.
Same. But you know what else? I'm more of a Vicky Vale guy than a Rachel Dawes guy. And,
especially in The Dark Knight.
Well,
after what she did, kind of dirty, just a tad bit.
Well, here's the main reason why. Rachel Dawes is a supporting character. Yeah. Vicky Vale is a main character. She's sort of like driving. Think of it like she's driving the vehicle, right? You're riding passenger, because the way how this movie decides to paint both Bruce Wayne and Batman in a more mysterious light. Like, she learns more about him as we do. Like, we're tagging along with her. That's the beauty of the script of this movie.
It's a good observation.
And yes, I am well aware that screaming is like a second language to her, but she can scream. And as long as it's not too annoying, I'm fine with that.
At this point, why not?
Hey, wait a minute. There was something. Did he say Ace or Axis Chemicals?
Axis.
But I thought it was Ace Chemicals.
In the comics, it's Ace Chemicals. In the Burton films, it's Axis.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No.
I know, weird change. Don't really know why they did it, but they did.
But, there is something else I want to bring up. I wonder how many people decided that he's now a better Joker than Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, after fucking Folia do.
I haven't seen the movie, and I don't really care to, but even with the first movie, the first movie's great. Don't get me wrong. And Phoenix was great in the role. Don't get me wrong. However,
that being said,
I still got to go with Nicholson, because
I don't even think that's like a contender. Really.
No, even when it comes to Heath Ledger, look at the house. Look at the fucking house. Look at Wayne Manor. I'm telling you, that is the same fucking one from The Mummy Returns. I'm telling you, that's the same one.
I can see that. I can see it.
Anyway, without it, okay, back to where I was. Ledger and Nicholson are still neck and neck for me. Ledger is just slightly better. Because on the one hand, Ledger was a big surprise when it came to playing the Joker. Nicholson, however, he was fucking born to play him.
I mean, I guess you can thank The Shining for that just a bit.
Or maybe even One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
True.
And here's another thing I want to bring up. Alfred.
Oh.
Now look, I still think Michael Caine might be the best iteration of Alfred. But if I had to choose any Alfred that we've seen in the movies as my faithful butler, I'd choose Michael Goffier.
He is a father figure. That being said, I do have a soft spot for Andy Serkis. I mean, I love Andy Serkis, first and foremost.
I'm just worried he'd steal this from me.
What, your ring?
Talking about the precious under his breath.
Come on, Carter. That one was obvious.
Oh.
But yeah, even that right there.
Yeah.
Oh, I know I'm not seeing what I'm thinking and seeing what I'm thinking.
Love that.
This is supposed to be a mansion, not a gambling hall.
You know,
he's just the most suave. He's the most suave and elegant fucking Alfred we've gotten.
He puts up with a lot of shit.
And again, there's a moment which I'll bring up again as it unfolds, which is another reason why not only do I love this iteration of Alfred, but another reason why I love this movie so much. It all comes down to one word, but we'll get to that later. Don't let me forget.
I'll hold you to it.
Okay. With Pat Hingle here, let's be thankful he's not wearing a cowboy hat, blowing his nose into a hanky while showing a family around a big-ass, not intimidating at all hotel in the middle of Colorado Rockies. The Shining miniseries.
Sorry, I'm just tasting this cola.
What is it?
Well, it's the same brand as my usual, but this one has the high fructose corn syrup in it, and I can taste the difference.
Bad?
Yeah. I don't usually like drinking sodas with high fructose corn syrup because I can taste the difference from just having the regular sugar.
So it's like Coke and Pepsi.
Oh God.
No.
I'm just saying. You can note if you take it from a guy who has done both at the same time. I noticed just how much sweeter Pepsi is, but still, Coke is superior. Totally not sponsored, by the way. Although I wouldn't be against it.
Yeah, why not, right?
What the fuck kind of gas mask is that?
You'll be the TV game guy, but instead of TV games, you're just soda products.
King of the Wicker people.
Oh God, where's Nicolas Cage?
Oh, not the beast! Not the beast!
Who the hell are you?
It's Japanese. Because I bought it in Japan.
Bruce Wayne.
See, here's another thing that may also add to the surprise of why Keaton is so perfect. Let's be real about Keaton. He is probably no bigger than I am. I'm 5'8", and I weigh like 160 to 70. I'm not a physically imposing guy, and neither is Keaton. Yet he could still pull it off and still be just as intimidating as Batman should be. All I'm saying is, to anyone who may have some body image issues out there, anything is possible. And I just use a Batman watch along to send a good message. What the fuck is wrong with me?
I mean, I can't imagine anything worse or better, at least in this case.
Fair enough.
I bought it. Hey, we have a new face. CG anime fan. Batman holds up as a masterpiece. Yes, indeed.
Damn right it does.
Welcome to the channel if you're new, or if you're not new and you've been around for a while. Welcome back.
Good to see you.
You are new. Okay, well, in that case, welcome to the channel.
Welcome.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
All right, so I'm going to ask, because you have it in your name, what is your favorite anime? What is your favorite anime as of right now?
You know, I could actually see Dan Aykroyd playing Knox. Maybe it's just me, but I can see it.
No, it's not just you. I can see why you say that. He kind of has that look.
That wormy side to him.
Code Geass.
I have never heard of that anime.
It sounds
is it a newer anime or is it like an older one?
I think it's an older one. Like, let me look it up. Jesus. Well, every streamer, dude, that guy. Oh my god! If he was a gamer back in that day, he'd be set for life.
What the hell would he be streaming? Super Mario 3? Which would be a bad thing,
2006.
2000s, okay.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. Not bad.
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
Neither have I. I'm I don't know. I guess I could say I'm one of the stereotypical ones. I'm a Dragon Ball guy. That's what I grew up with. Naruto. I actually just recently found Death Note, and that was a very pleasant surprise for me. Like, I've heard of Death Note so many times, I just never watched it. But I sat down, I binged the whole series, and I was impressed. I was very satisfied, especially with the ending. Then I started watching iceberg videos about the series and seeing that people weren't entirely satisfied with the anime ending.
Yep. Oh my god, it's like Watergate.
You're like Watergate.
I think we've been ratted out, boys.
Death Note and Code Geass are often compared to each other. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
I'll have to check it out then.
I love those classic gun sound effects.
Yeah.
Retro. Yes, sir.
Yeah, very retro indeed.
Who doesn't love the sound of the bullet whistling?
Yeah.
Hello, Knox.
Knox?
I know what I said. He looks like a Knox to me, though.
He looks more like a Porkins to me.
I mean, yes.
Going in. Cover me, Porkins.
I'm afraid I can't. I. What did he say in Family?
Having a little trouble here.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
Hey, where is the Ark? It's being taken care of by top men. Who? Top men.
You know he was also in Superman 4?
See, I've never seen Superman 4.
It's a contender for the dumpster, let me tell you.
Get over here.
Hell yeah.
And there we are.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Batman.
It is.
Love that. It's too bad that Alexander Knox doesn't show up very often. At least he has a cameo in 2019's Crisis on Infinite Earths. Really? He makes a cameo there? I'll have to watch it again.
Damn.
Superman 4 is hilarious, even if it's not intended to be.
Again, that's why it's a contender for a dumpster watch along.
Is Superman 4 the one that has
CG anime fan? I'll just fill in the new guy here. The dumpster, Daner's dumpster, is where we watch terrible movies, like whether they're really bad or they're the fun bad, like Superman 4, as you say. Anyway, continue. Superman 4.
Isn't Superman 4 the one that has the Superman clone?
No, that's Superman 3.
Okay.
I'll admit though, the part where Clark Kent fights evil Superman, that was the only good thing in that movie.
Yeah.
However,
Also,
Superman 4, Nuclear Man.
Oof.
God.
Are we talking like Suburban Sasquatch Nuclear or?
I'm sure Suburban Sasquatch could take down Nuclear Man.
Okay, fair enough.
Also, Smith & Wesson Model 10s, standard issue these cops are carrying.
Well, in that case, thank you very much.
Hold on. We got to appreciate this bit.
Yeah. Smith & Wesson Model 14.
Jesus.
Wouldn't it be really fucked up
dumb.
if Batman just didn't care? Like, okay, dude, Gordon, I still got Jack Napier here, bitch.
Hold on. Here it comes. You see, only Nicholson could make that line work when talking to Batman. Nice outfit. And of course, Keaton smiling while being Batman.
Don't see that very often.
Probably because he's the only live-action Batman who could smile without looking silly. Just remember, Batfleck.
Hey, what about you, right? In the
Edgar, think about the future. I love that line.
Hold on, Napier. I got to tell you about your future.
Oh, God. Okay, so I didn't know exactly what happened here before, but now I do know.
Whoa.
The bullet went through his cheeks. That I didn't know. I thought it just grazed a part of his face. I didn't realize it went all the way through all the time.
Damn.
That's creating that smile, right?
Yeah.
In a way.
But then again, this movie's not exactly gory.
I'll admit that I give Superman 4 a pass because I love Christopher Reeve's Superman.
Again, that's the bright spot. That's why the movie's still enough to be considered so bad it's good. But again, everything else about it, like technical aspects, logical errors, don't get me started. And again, the effects, even the story is just very weak. And you could tell at that point Reeve was just done with it, but he still at times had it. Like whenever he would give like a speech, it's like he still got it there, but then he has his bad moments in that too. I hate to say that because like, let me put it this way. Henry Cavill is good at playing Superman, but Reeve was being Superman.
Interesting.
That hand alone is very coming out of the chemicals is very creepy.
Of course it's creepy.
As it should be. But honestly, at that point, it was watch the Superman animated series. I don't want to watch those movies. I mean, Superman 4 at least, or 3. Like 1 and 2 are diamonds, but
yeah.
But yeah, that's another thing. I don't hear enough people talk about the Superman animated series. Like it was a good way. It was a good offset to the Batman animated series.
Well, I think it's just because people think more about the crossover with Justice League, since they're supposed to be sequels, or it's supposed to be canonically connected.
Oh, shit! What the fuck was his name?
Who?
Fuck! What was his name?
Who are we talking about here?
I can't really say. I gotta look it up. Bizarro. Fuck.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because there was that one Superman the Animated Series episode that I always remembered. Or whatever the fuck his name was. Was that it? Am I getting this right?
No.
I may have to look it up again.
You know, it's really unfortunate that we got a freaking Flash movie starring Michael Keaton's Batman instead of something like a Batman Beyond movie, which was supposedly in the works.
I know. I mean, here's another thing I wanted to say. Like, as much as I love the Batman, before it came out, I really did think that Pattinson could have been a fine Terry McGinnis with Keaton's old man, Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yes, Bizarro. That was the episode I was thinking of.
Okay.
Because I remember seeing that one. I remember being confused. It's like, did I just see Superman save Clark Kent? I'm confused here. Because it was meant to be a big reveal, right? Like, that wasn't the real Superman you're seeing. That was a good episode.
Are you sure?
That's a nice fucking room.
Yeah, it's like a small kitchenette or
a kitchenette.
Sorry, I'm sorry. My mind
I will
is fried
say,
right now.
I will say though, it doesn't quite look like it is in that big ass mansion, but
yeah,
it looks like a little cabin almost.
But that's kind of what I like about it. It just makes Wayne Manor itself just seem a little more unusual.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that Burton's version of Batman and Gotham and just the aesthetic of everything, it's unique. Like you see some semblance of it in like some of the Arkham games to an extent, and some other Batman media kind of replicates it to an extent, but there's just a charm about this film, and even Batman Returns to an extent. I know not everybody. I mean, I usually see people prefer this one over Returns for several different reasons. I mean, yeah, if I had to choose, I would always choose this one over Returns. I still like Returns. It's just the dynamic between Nicholson's Joker with Keaton's Batman. I remember this scene here always freaked me out as a kid too. So I have some vivid memories. Me and my family go like traveling around, traveling a lot.
Yeah.
And I would always have a portable DVD player with me, and I would always pack this movie in there.
Nice.
This would be one of the movies I always watched on the road. So I've seen this movie so many times.
Okay.
And of course, hearing the soundtrack here and then hearing it in the Lego Batman game brings up some very pleasant memories.
Now, The Simpsons parodied this scene pretty hilariously.
Okay.
Lisa needs braces. Yeah, when she gets her braces and the vice installed, mirror! And she starts laughing maniacally at the sight of herself. While the dentist looks freaked out. Or the orthodontist, should I say.
I would imagine so. I love Batman Returns. See,
So
I want to get the Catwoman NECA figure they did. The thing is, I think that they only have it in the 1/6 scale. I think it is. Like it's the really big one. They did that for Batman, Penguin, and Catwoman. All I can say is I wish that we would have seen Joker in Returns, though.
Well, we kind of couldn't.
Yeah.
No. Had Schumacher made a third movie, we would have seen his return.
It's funny, though. The ending of this movie always did confuse me. Well, I mean, like, with the Joker laughing, like...
Yeah.
What exactly was that?
Because he said, if you're going to go out with a smile. I still feel it fit the character. And here's something I don't hear enough people say about Nicholson's Joker. Just how fucking well shot he is in this movie.
Yeah.
Like this especially.
His outfit too. Like with the hat.
Yeah.
That's very much like comic book Joker, like one of his outfits.
Fuck. Mask of the Phantasm straight up replicated this scene.
That's very true.
Don't bother. Very liberating.
Therapy. Didn't this guy play in RoboCop?
Yeah.
Okay. It's been a while since I've seen RoboCop.
Mm-hmm.
You can call me Joker.
Joker.
As you can see, I'm a lot happier.
Yeah, right there. Look, he's channeling Jack Torrance, all right?
Oh, yeah. That's why I made a meme about it, too. Like, in the scene where, Wendy's got the bat and they're in that room. Oh, Jack! Jack is dead, my darling. You could call me Joker.
Yeah.
Man, Batman taking the night off to hang out with a hot blonde? Okay.
Well, I mean, as far as he knows, Jack Napier's dead. Keep that in mind.
Fair enough. You can call me. Yes, sir. Despite having a small role, Jack Palance is really good in the film.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're lucky, Dick. Now this, very on the nose, but I still love it. Like I said, on the nose.
Yeah.
See, another great shot of the Joker right there.
Yeah.
Just smile to my face.
I'll wait till I get a load of me.
Ooh. Oop.
So I'm guessing the reason his cheeks are like that was because of the bullet hole.
No, he just did it for his health.
Okay, smart ass.
He's slipping. He's slipping with his stories. But you know what, though? I think you got to appreciate the fact that this movie wasn't an origin story. Like, I know I mentioned earlier with the subversion of expectations, because, I mean, that's how it looked like it was setting up.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that we didn't get an origin story for Batman, and that's crazy to think about, because, yes, this isn't the first Batman movie, because you did have the Adam West Batman film, which, carried on the story from the series,
right?
I think. But this one, it's straight up just like, yeah, this is Batman has been Batman for a while now, and it's kind of like carrying on from there. And I feel like we're not missing anything by not having an origin story per se.
Well, again, it's like I was saying before. Like that's why we tag along with Vicky Vale. We learn as she learns.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say this: Batman Begins is my favorite superhero origin movie of all time.
I mean, it is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I'd say its closest competition for me would be Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Life's been real good to me.
A subtle reference that I appreciate is Jack's last name being Napier, which is a tribute to Alan Napier, the actor that played Alfred Pennyworth in the 1960s Batman show. Oh, I didn't know that. That's really cool. Thanks for pointing that out.
Mm-hmm. And that'll be. The guy looks like Jordan Peterson.
I can see it. I can't unsee it now.
all down tonight.
You fried that fucker to dust. Oh yeah, another thing. The Lego Batman game, the outfits that the goons wear in the game, again, they got it from here.
Well, you know what I find interesting is how their jackets look like the cops' jackets.
That is pretty funny.
Also, M1928 Tommy guns.
Hey,
get down on your knees and tell me you love me.
How about
Bob?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You are my number one guy. Well,
Hey, puts on the shades. Love it.
This,
yes, sir.
Not even just that. He just keeps his cool. Just, yes, sir. What a fucking legend.
Right?
No wonder he got his own action figure.
It's like he said, he's the Boba Fett of this movie.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can't spell Boba without Bob.
That's true. Mr. Feet? Mr. Bob A. Feet? Sure. Whatever. How very much like a Jack Torrance to talk to a corpse.
Right. I mean, he has talked to ghosts.
It's true. Including the ghost of a butler. A British butler, nonetheless.
Hey, you know what I still find hilarious about that scene?
What's that?
When he spills the avocado on him. And they says, looks like you got a bit of it on yourself, Jeevesy, old boy. Slaps him on the back just to get some on him. Like, I'll set my bourbon and avocado down here. What do they call you here, Jeevesy, old boy?
Pennyworth, sir. Alfred Pennyworth. No, you can't be here. You're supposed to be alive. And not a
am I not?
Homicidal ghost.
My apologies. Wrong movie, sir.
It's like, hey, shouldn't you be wearing green and purple?
Shouldn't your face be white with a permanent smile?
With a face as white as snow.
Oh, just like
in the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. Damn it, wrong movie again.
Well, in the words of Alistair, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Nothing.
Sound very homicidal.
Again, with
Kinda
this
like
music, I'm picturing myself right now going through the levels as Lego Batman.
Yes, sir.
But you know what else I loved about that game? Playing as the villains.
That's true. It feels weird that Bob was one of three characters from the film to get a figure. I feel like a Vicky Vale figure would have made more sense.
Well,
I mean,
the thing is, people are more interested in those who take action and not the ladies who get saved all the time. I mean, I don't know how that would sell on a toy market. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I can imagine that a Vicky Vale figure would sell decent.
Maybe now. Like, get like an Arkham City style Vicky Vale.
That's true. That's very true.
Hey, see? Doesn't even have to say anything, but you still feel all that emotion in them right there.
The music helps to sell it, too.
Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know about you. That's how I feel if I visit a loved one's gravestone.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just silent.
I wish that Max Schreck from Batman Returns would get a figure.
Well, yeah. He's got to get one. How could you not? It's Christopher Walken. Better yet, make him give him a pull string. Bruce Wayne, why are you dressed up like Batman?
Because he is Batman, you dumbass.
You moron. What?
Hey, Travis. How's it going,
Hey.
guys? Speaking of people who should or shouldn't have gotten action figures, what is one that baffled you when you were younger? Now, are we talking within Batman or just like in general?
Jeez, good question.
Oh, this motherfucker.
I got one for you. Prune Face, Return of the Jedi.
Prune Face?
Prune Face! Come on. Robot Chicken Star Wars. Anybody who watched Robot Chicken Star Wars Episode 3?
I've not watched Robot Chicken stuff in a long time.
Anybody who knows Prune Face and Robot Chicken knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Actually, you know what? There's a lot of Star Wars characters who shouldn't have gotten an action figure. I had one of Chancellor Valorum.
A vote of no confidence.
Yeah, because he deserved an action figure. He's a goddamn politician. Who the fuck would want that?
Well, he got voted out by the influence of the future Emperor of the Galaxy. And that's why he's important, I guess. And also, think about it. That's General Zod.
Well, I'd much rather just have a General Zod figure. Thank you very much. It's Uncle Bingo.
I'll take it either way. I had a General Grievous figure where his stomach and eyes were exploding outwards after Obi-Wan shoots him. That was tough to incorporate with my other toys. Hey, you know what? I have like 2 of those, I think. Like I got 2 different versions. I got one that's a Target exclusive where it's him with like fire coming out of his eyes and stuff.
That's pretty
And
cool.
I have another figure where it's literally like one of those figures that you can put together and then push a button to make it like blow apart.
You notice that? A fucking bullet just grazed Bruce Wayne's sleeve and he doesn't even flinch.
Kind of reminds me of somebody. I'm not going to go into it, but you know who I'm thinking.
Yeah. But still, he's just...
There's the 16-tittied lady at Jabba's Palace who also got a figure. You know what?
God.
The freaking whole, what is the Max Rebo band?
Yeah.
Got all the figures. Like, what the hell is this? Huh, my thoughts exactly.
Like I said, Star Wars just had many baffling figures.
Yeah. Yeah, because you don't see that very often.
That's true. Does anyone even buy Star Wars figures anymore?
What Star Wars figures?
Exactly. I mean, I'll admit, if I see one of Revan or Nihilus, I'll probably buy them.
I'm right there with you.
Or Malik.
That's fair.
Because, hey, if it's the good Star Wars stuff, I got a soft spot.
I had a Smeagol action figure where the rubber loincloth fell off the back, revealing an eerily detailed butt crack.
I don't know. I do.
You know what?
I don't want to know.
I think I know which Smeagol figure you're talking about because I'm pretty sure I have the same one.
Ugh. I don't want to even think of Smeagol's ass.
You know, it's funny because I actually used to have a Shelob figure. I mean, it was part of a pack that came with Frodo and his sword would glow.
Yeah, cool.
That figure always freaked me out because it's just a big freaking spider. Like it was pretty big. It wasn't. I want to say it was almost 12 inches, but I mean, with the arm span, it was pretty big. It was pretty.
Why
big.
Why would you even want that?
Well, keep in mind, I was like 7 or 8, and my dad and I loved Lord of the Rings, and so he's
fair.
Whether it be Star Wars or Lord of the Rings, I got a lot of toys. There's even a Sauron figure which I lost. I actually want to get it back. I've seen it on eBay for about $100. It was a Sauron figure that made sounds.
Mm.
It's like, man, this was a cool figure back then. I always try to take the mask off because I thought there was something under there, but not really. There wasn't really anything.
Nothing.
Hey, keep in mind that I had a lot of Darth Vader figures with a removable mask, so that sort of translated over to Sauron. They made some gnarly looking toys for the Rings movies. They flooded the toy section at Walmart too. Listen, I'll give you a little story. 2005, before Revenge of the Sith came out, I lined up with my dad on a Wednesday night at 12 midnight at a Walmart in Austin, Texas. We were in Walmart as they were stocking up the aisles with Revenge of the Sith toys. There was about 10 other people besides me and my dad just waiting for them to finish stocking up. And then they gave the green light, and me and my dad went to town. Entire aisles full of Star Wars toys. The funny thing is, you do not have that anymore. When you go to Walmart, you would be lucky to find anything Star Wars that isn't just a mere hole in the wall.
You know, on a similar note, you know what else you don't get anymore? The midnight release of a video game.
It's not as popular anymore.
I know, it sucks because everything has to be fucking digital now, and that's why I hate it. The Act Man actually did a video talking about that shit. And it's like, it was kind of a depressing video to watch.
Wait, is that where that thing came from?
What?
So much ado, so little time, or was that way before?
It's just a phrase. I'm sure it existed long before this.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, no, I get it though. It's one of the curses of digital release.
Yeah. And microtransactions.
I mean, really, for me, I prefer the best of both worlds. I think there's a place for both.
I'm just saying, when it comes to the physical stuff, physical release media, if I say physical stuff, and kept that train of thought going, it would have sounded really fucking weird.
Yeah.
But the point being, the experience of the midnight release of a video game. It's kind of like comparing Netflix to the movie theater. There's the convenience of a streaming service, but there's the movie-going experience. Now, I'll admit,
ask yourself...
It has its pros and cons.
Ask yourself this. These days, do you really want to be going to the movie theaters? And look, this isn't everywhere. This isn't with every theater showing of a movie. It's just, I think that some of us have experienced having someone in the theater while the movie is playing on their phone watching a video.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
A lot of times, it's like watching someone's watching a damn TikTok video while we're watching a movie. It's like, dude.
Get the fuck out of here.
This isn't Netflix. This isn't home. This is a movie theater. You're here for the theater experience.
Anyone with attention spans. Anyone with attention spans that short should be banned from theaters. I'm sorry, but let me just put it this way. Now, this might be a bit extreme. If movie theaters moved for this whole, you gotta turn in your mobile before entering the theater. You know what I would do? Shut it off. There you go. Just, again, I know it sounds a bit extreme, but considering how you could barely go to the movie theater, especially if you're in one of them back rows, way up there, right?
Yeah.
The second someone goes on their phone, you're just going to be like this. That's me.
Listen, I keep my phone on me for emergency purposes. If someone decides to do something stupid, I like to have my phone just in case I need to call somebody up.
Carter slammed the toilet seat down on his thing again.
The fuck?
No. You covered it up. You notice that mugshot there?
What about it?
The one that Okay, he had the mugshot of Jack Napier, and then there was that
Mhm.
other one just sitting in the folder there. That was a mugshot of the young Jack Napier.
Ah.
Whoops! He overlooked it. He overlooked it. That's a nice Easter egg, just like the whole Bob Kane thing.
Very interesting. Let's see. I always love the 12-inch figures that would allow you to put the armor onto the clone or onto Anakin to make him Vader. They also did it with Power Rangers, which were awesome. I know exactly what you're talking about. I still have the 12-inch Vader to Anakin doll in the box.
Nice.
I still have it.
Fuck, I used to have a Power Ranger doll like that. You could actually take the helmet off.
Yeah.
Back
I
way
may or
back
may
when I was
not have seen people have a skateboarding session in front of the screen at a theater. If I ever saw that, I'd say, I'm done. I'm done going to the theaters. It's like, at this point, it's just a friggin' jungle gym.
At this, like, if they really want that business to stay alive, fucking reinforce those rules. No phones. Do not disrupt the movie while others are trying to watch. How fucking hard is that?
Carter?
What? Sorry. I was so deep into the movie. I'm sorry.
No, it's not that. I'm just pointing out what Danner is saying and then looking at you.
About what? Sorry, Danner. I'm sorry.
Okay. It flew right. Danner knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, skateboarding in a theater.
More or less.
Sure.
By the way, I wonder if they wanted to make us think that this chick was a would-be Harley Quinn.
Yeah, that would be. I don't know how I would feel about that. Considering that Joker Folie à Deux gives us a Lady Gaga Quinn, I don't know.
And also keep in mind, I was never the biggest fan of Margot Robbie. Now I might get crucified for that. I mean, I thought she was really good in the James Gunn Suicide Squad, but Daddy's Little Monster Harley Quinn, I didn't like her at all. She was annoying.
Let's set the record straight. People love Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn because of how hot she was in that outfit. That is why people tolerate her. That is why people like her. Nothing more, nothing less.
But I did like her. But I did like her black and red two-tone hair and the dress she wore in the Suicide Squad. It looked kind of badass, though, especially with the combat boots. Whoop, whoop.
I mean, that's what I mean, though. Like, if we're talking about Suicide Squad with Will Smith, that is why people liked her, because of how hot she was.
Then her outfits in Birds of Prey.
And her hairstyle. Do we want to talk about the hairstyle?
She cut her fucking. Bad. She cut her pigtails. Ugh. Also, I do have. I actually have a 1/6 scale Harry Potter figure.
I'll never forget. Go ahead, Carter.
Like I said, I have a 1/6 scale Harry Potter action figure. I think we bought it. I bought it at a comic book shop in Waco.
Mm-hmm. I'll never forget the packed theater for Rogue One, and when Krennic lands on Mustafar, someone who wasn't me released the nastiest fart ever, and people were audibly gasping and coughing.
Oh my god!
It sounds very unpleasant.
I struggled to say awake the first time I saw that.
Speaking of which, nauseous gas. Look, everyone's passing out.
Nice timing, Travis. Nice timing.
He did that on purpose.
I'll bet he did. But I'll tell you, I was struggling to stay awake when I first saw Rogue One. Not because it was bad. It was a late night movie that I went to.
I understand.
And as I've said many times, when it comes to Disney Wars movies, that one's easily the one that I would call the diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
I mean,
look, it's just stop.
It has its problems, but what were you saying?
It's just stop oil.
Yeah. Oh God.
You get it?
You know what? These these characters are more dignified, however. At least they've got style instead of just throwing the paint on it.
Sure.
Oh, you mean like those fucking anti-oil protesters?
Just stop oil.
He literally
I dropped
just
them by name. I mentioned them by name, damn it.
Oh, now he ruined it. Hold it.
Less dignified now, aren't they? Try not to choke on your aspirations. Very clever. Very clever. No, not George Washington.
I kind of like this one, but I believe it. I love that.
I want them alive. No disintegrations. Okay, boss. I read the novelization of Suicide Squad before I saw the film, which maintains the original structure of the original cut, so I was baffled by the movie.
Even on its own merits, the movie's just terrible.
Yeah. Was anyone excited for Cara Delevingne as the witch?
Oh.
You have no idea how much I hated that character.
Oh, I bet. I bet you hated
Worst villain ever.
You know how bad she was?
Crap. Mega crap.
She was so bad, I can't even remember what happened in the movie.
I don't know. She did like hula dancing. Her ADR was so bad. Like, and I mean bad. Like, you know, she's like villain monologuing and Cara Delevingne's just going like this the whole time. Like, and what was her motive?
She does like those weird twitches or whatever.
Yeah. What was her motive? I don't know.
I don't know, something about a boyfriend.
The only thing that I liked with Enchantress was that shot where like her hand comes from underneath when they're in that boardroom and then flips over. I like that shot. However, the rest of it was just shit. And by the way, her name.
What was her name? I can't remember.
June Moon. I seriously can't say it without laughing. That is such a stupid name.
You're being serious.
June Moon.
June Moon.
Okay, where's your cousin April Showers and May Flowers? Like, Jesus.
Forget all that. If we're going with June Moon, how about Joan Dark?
Oh.
Yeah, okay. See, there you go. Got the blood pumping there.
To my loins.
Oh! What were they thinking?
But anywho, just imagine that. It would be like that scene from Robin Hood Men in Tights if you were like the minister at the wedding. You know, you say the name out loud, then you just start laughing at him. Mervyn? Your name is Mervyn?
Mervyn?
Are you gonna do?
Shut up and continue the ceremony. Okay, Mervyn.
Amanda Waller literally falls asleep with the case holding the heart of a teleporting witch open. June Moon.
Jesus
June
Christ.
Moon in a nutshell. Fall asleep with a witch's heart.
Yeah.
June Moon.
Come on.
What the hell is he going to do with that?
Burner.
Oh my god, she threw water at his face.
Yeah,
I get it.
But he still makes it work. What a world. What a world.
There we go.
Now, you see, anytime I use that thing when I'm playing the Arkham games, I can't help but hum the music to this movie.
You know, is it any surprise to you that when I play like Arkham City, I have the Batman soundtrack accompanying me while I do?
Not at all. Now, if I ever win a lottery, that's what I'm buying.
Hey, I'll be right there with you.
There it is.
Yeah.
Where
I
does
also
he
love
get
the-
those wonderful toys?
I also love the reveal. It's so just a quick cut, and you get that nice music cue, like ta-da!
Yeah.
I mean,
your name is Gary Puddles.
Now,
best lay marriage couple. What? Beaver wetter. I don't. What? What are you doing, G-Con? I don't understand.
Now, something else I want to say. You always got to reveal the Batmobile in a really epic fashion, right? You got it here. Yeah, I'd say Batman Forever did a competent enough job. I would say, and Robin did the same, but that Batmobile was so fucking shitty. Like the disco ball turbine, or good old, I'll get my car. I brought mine. I've got to get me one of those.
I think we all do, right?
Oh, not the cabbage. My cabbage, my beautiful cabbage.
Something about marriage.
Oh yeah, I was talking about being the minister at a wedding.
Oh.
And I was referencing the scene from Robin Hood Men in Tights. Now,
right.
Even the Batfleck mobile reveal was pretty cool. That was a pretty sick Batmobile. But I will say, I think my favorite scene where we get the Batmobile. It's not my favorite Batmobile. This one is.
Mm-hmm.
But I think my favorite reveal has to be from the Batman.
The music that accompanied it, absolutely.
Not even just that, just the sound design. Once you hear that, like especially when you're watching it in theaters, like you're just sitting there like, oh, it's go time.
Yeah.
And even with my sound bar here, watching it at home, just listening to the engine humming, just fucking rattling the speakers, just
yeah.
Weigh a little more than 108.
Hold on tight. Hold on tight.
That was an innuendo. See that thing on my belt? Grab it.
Check his wallet.
What makes you think that this guy carries his wallet with him?
Let's see. Oh. Oh, she's getting her good pictures. Oh, wait, but that doesn't last very long, does it?
Nope.
I agree with the Batman. Penguin's reaction to that demonic sounding engine makes it epic.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
Now, this little bit right here with the swordsman. I picture a scene when you're fighting Ra's al Ghul in Arkham City.
There you go. Yeah, the way he's blocking. Yeah. You know what? Now that I think about it, why the hell didn't Arkham City put the 89 suit in there?
Good question.
Like, of all the suits they put in, like, okay, you get the animated series one, which is good.
But it looks
you don't
silly.
Put the 89 one.
It looks silly, though. I'm not.
It does. Lie. It does stick out, doesn't it?
By the way, I know it just happened, but I love that.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a good thing that this thing can drive on its own.
But I guess,
Bruce,
if you're still... Here's another one I'd like to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite chase scene from a Batman movie? That's another question. Because if you get a good Batmobile, you get a pretty good chase scene, too. Like, whether it be this, the part where Penguin's controlling it and returns, driving up the wall and forever. I don't mind that part. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it's a tie between the Tumbler chase scene in Batman Begins and Batman v Superman.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, it's a tough toss up.
Hey, can I say
Just a
something?
bit, yeah.
Is it weird that this back road sort of reminds me of is giving me Sleepy Hollow vibes?
No.
This is Tim Burton. That's all you need to know.
Not exactly. Maybe even a little bit of Edward Scissorhands, at least for me.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, like, also the chase in The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Like, add the Joker into the mix. And of course, you just got magic.
Right.
But yeah, I like the one in BVS.
I mean, I like how it ends, too.
Yeah. Although it does beg the question, hey, Superman, why don't you go after those guys? They got kryptonite.
Right.
Want to go after them instead of the mean man in the bat suit? Questionable moments, but they look so damn good.
Yeah.
God damn it, Zach. Why
Yeah,
did you do this to us?
Yeah, he gives us Rebel Moon. And he gives us the director's cut of Rebel Moon, which is longer and has lots of sex scenes, which is apparently supposed to make it better.
I don't know shit about Rebel Moon, but...
Yeah, neither do I. All that I know is that it was supposed to be Star Wars, and Disney said, no thanks.
Now, whoa. Yikes. I would hate to park there.
As far as Batcaves are concerned, what do you think about this one?
I love this one, obviously. But, again, to say which one is my favorite, I don't know. Do I use the word? Because that's the one word I use to define why I love this movie so much. I don't know if I could say it. I mean, Batfleck had a pretty good cave, too.
Yeah. For all intents and purposes, sure.
Although, you know what? I know we're not watching that movie yet, but when it came to the Batcave in Returns, I swear to God, I had a serious case of the Mandela effect.
How so?
It's when he goes into the Iron Maiden. Remember?
Okay.
Like a little trapdoor drops down and he goes down a little chute.
Mm-hmm.
I swear to God, I remember it being like a lift. So maybe I was getting that mixed up with his little pod from Wayne Enterprises and Batman Forever.
Maybe.
Or it's on the internet. That means it must be real.
People don't turn their heads in grocery stores before they back up or swing their carts around abruptly, and I'm always reminded of Batman's neck in this movie. That's true. He can't turn his head.
That's why Keaton hated wearing that costume.
The Bat is dead. Bury it. How do you feel about the Flash movie concluding Keaton's story?
They did him dirty. They fucking did him dirty.
No,
I liked when he was fighting, kicking ass, taking names. Like, I did have a smile on my face.
Yeah, I mean, hearing the theme, yeah, but that's like a superficial thing.
And
the deep
and his fight, not quite on the same level, but almost there with the warehouse scene from BVS in terms of fighting style. But
right,
again, it's the most simple way to wow someone, and it's just not working for me anymore. Because especially in this day and age where they rely way too heavily on member berries, as South Park would call it.
Right.
It's you can only eat it so much before you get tired of it.
Yeah.
And here's the other detail. Notice how the news reporters are not even wearing any sort of cosmetics or makeup anymore, and they just look like shit.
Yeah.
Just to avoid getting tainted by the fucking Axis chemicals.
Yeah.
Or Smilex gas, if you will.
Right. Yeah, but there's a lot of things that I do not like about the Flash movie.
Dude.
There's a lot.
The one thing I can say as like a minor blessing is that Kara Zor-El wasn't an insufferable twat.
I actually didn't mind her.
Neither did I. I thought that she was nice for what she was. I mean, she is technically a tokenized Superman, but they didn't just swap Kal-El and make Kal-El female. It's supposed to be part of the family. So, but I mean, yes, it is a tokenization. At the same time, what have we said? Not every tokenization is equal. She wasn't insufferable, which was nice. It's just she alone can't save the movie.
And neither could he.
Yeah.
But the only other thing, like I like the scene where he basically says goodbye to his mother. I'd say it's acted well on the actress playing the mother's part.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's a nice tender moment, but when you start to deconstruct it a lot more, like, why would she be talking to this complete stranger like this?
Yeah.
Then it falls apart.
Well, see, you'd have a fan saying, "Oh, but maybe it's like a mother's instinct, where she can sense that's her son somehow, but she doesn't really know it." And see, at that point, you're just making excuses for the writers.
Yeah.
Because yes, in any other scenario, this is some random guy that you're giving a hug to. Now I get it. Women can be emotional. They can, if they can see
Nurturing.
someone's pain, right? They might have like a maternal instinct to like comfort somebody. I've seen it. So
that was great. I love when he tells her to shut up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now,
also,
to make it even funnier, sorry, I have to bring this up. When Nostalgia Critic talked about this movie, he made a comment on that where it's like, it's funny that he just told her to shut up and now she's trying to comfort him. So he edits the scene here, so where she says, "Hey, it's okay, you can tell me, shut up." Like, that fucking killed me.
Do you see a ring on his fingers? Anyway,
there's the new Batman Resurrection novel that just released, which is a direct sequel to Batman 89 that I've heard good things about. In an earlier draft of the Flash script, Barry pulls Boomerang out of time and into the climax, which sounds dumb, but could have been fun, which means Boomer had kryptonite boomerangs. That sounds chaotic.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Carter, what were you going to say?
So, I was about to mention it earlier, but then Danner was on something. You know the alleyway where Bruce lays those roses down?
Yeah.
So, at conventions, there was this picture, like someone made a crude cosplay idea that whenever they see Batman, someone should dress up like Bruce and Martha Wayne. I mean, the Wayne.
Thomas
and Bruce Wayne. Thomas and Martha Wayne dress up like them and just lay down, like collapse in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's real fucked up, though. You're playing as Batman's dead parents, or you just drop dead in front of them.
Well, I see that with like Uncle Ben, like an Uncle Ben
Spider-Man.
cosplay.
You know what would be even funnier?
Hmm.
Getting like a big outfit of Uncle Ben Rice wearing that, lying dead on the ground with Spider-Man there. That would be funny.
You know, I had a similar instance years ago at a convention where I was dressed up as Darth Vader, and we came across a Kylo Ren who literally got on his knees and gave me a hug.
Oh, wow.
He was like,
weird.
Grandpa.
Me being a short 5'7" Darth Vader.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And he was taller than me, so it was extra awkward. It's like,
that's probably why he got on his knees.
I guess so. That nickel for every time I had that problem.
Surprised he didn't say another cock in the house.
Yeah.
Folly adieu, bitch.
No.
Joker.
Even Joker's reaction, just like a, huh? Priceless. There it is. That was the Beetlejuice moment.
There you go.
Like, even the way he says, come on. I'm just waiting for him to say, nice fucking model. I just like the sound of it.
Play dead. Or he's playing possum.
By the way, what did you think of that little response?
What's that?
Where a drinker said, should someone check on Mark Hamill? He's probably for possum. He's probably isolated himself on an island drinking green milk.
Oh, God.
Green milk, not blue milk.
Or whatever.
Next time someone dresses as a piece of poop to a convention, someone should open the DVD case of Batman and Robin and lay it in front of them.
Yeah.
Look at that. No blood. He doesn't bleed. Wait a minute. That's not true. What's a good thing that
Michael Myers?
Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Okay. Unpopular opinion, Joker 2 is greater than this movie.
Get out.
Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
Is Joker 2 even really a movie, though? It's more like a musical than anything, which apparently ends with Joker getting gangbanged by security guards in a prison.
Okay, you know, the best thing to come out of that was using the nerd clip, the ending to Joker 2. Batman Return the Joker!
Unpopular opinion. Joker. Get the hell out of here. That bull. I'm gonna pull an Ed Lover on you, okay? Here you go.
You crazy.
How did he say it? It's like, come on, son. Get the F out of here with that bull. Speaking of Mandela, whenever I talked about Happy, I think you meant Happy Gilmore, I'd bring up a scene where Happy finds out that Ben Stiller is a prick and throws him out the window, and everyone said I made it up.
No, there's a deleted scene.
Yeah.
It was in the TV version.
Yeah, and a deleted scene.
Yeah, I've seen it. By the way, I don't know if you've seen that Netflix movie, Hubie Halloween, but I like how that character has a cameo in that movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Another... I can't say it. But I can. See, that right there. Like, you know how Alfred has always had his... He's not afraid to hide his disapproval of what he does.
Yeah.
But without overanalyzing it. That right there. Perfect. Like, I don't wish to live out my remaining years mourning old friends. Or their sons.
Joker, you're insane. Also, No Way Home or Venom 3 is greater than No Way Home. So I haven't seen Venom: The Last Dance. I've heard that it's a fun. I've heard it's a fun movie.
I heard it's fun but stupid.
That's
But then
usually how it
again,
goes these days.
But then again, as far as that Sonyverse is concerned, can it really get any lower than Mad Dumb Web? Also known as Pepsi the movie.
Also known as nobody actually suits up other than the villain.
Kind of.
Because he has to be obsessed with the plot of Terminator to save himself.
Yeah. And
oh yeah, we also good.
I know. I it wasn't going anywhere. Go ahead.
Also, we have to have Peter Parker in there without actually having Peter Parker, because we can't name drop. We can't name drop someone named Peter in a Spider-Man inspired film.
Yeah.
What the hell happened with that? By the way, like, did they really not have the rights to Spider-Man, despite the fact that they're using a Spider-Man character? And they have Ben Parker.
Idea.
It's
a fucking mess.
What the fuck happened?
Now, let's see if you could take off yours.
This little fucker. I don't wish to live out my remaining years bathing old friends or their balls. What?
You are one sick bastard.
It's okay. We know our own sick bastard, don't we?
Yep.
He's not picking up. He is completely enamored. That's all I can say.
I literally just you.
Why are you talking about me? Dude, you know, hey,
you're an
I'm
easy
trying.
Target. Yeah, but you got to engage too. That's part of the fun.
That's why we do these watch-alongs, to engage with our audience while watching the movie.
Again, here we go with the whole picking of favorites thing. The death of Wayne's parents. This one is still my favorite. Oh, here's another one. His dad was the forest ranger in The Shining.
My God, how many Shining people are in here? Well, I guess not really that many, but
Oh, well, thank God I'm already out of popcorn.
See, again.
Oh, so they say they are, my dear. Why spoil the fun?
Now, this shot here is chilling. Just when they start going down that alley and just seeing Jack's shadow loom over them.
Yeah.
Like, to put it simply, this scene feels like it's out of a horror movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another reason why I love it so much.
He just decided to shoot them both.
Mm-hmm.
And his partner's like, what the hell?
Jeez, we were just going to rob them. That's the devil by the pale moonlight. Damn, that is gold.
And he looks like a devil.
He looks like he could actually be the Joker himself.
Yeah.
Like the way he does that grin there, that was almost too perfect.
Yeah.
But another thing that sets this apart from like the others, like with say Richard Brake and Batman Begins, like I'd say that one had the best emotional impact because you really felt for Bruce.
Yeah.
But it's the nature of it. Like
yeah, this one's
It's cold. Like, it wasn't just a robbery gone wrong. Like, he wanted to kill them.
Yeah.
The fact that even his accomplice was just kind of looking like,
what do you do?
Dude?
Yeah. Look around you. That's why. What?
Because nobody else can. You know, they kind of hone in on that just a bit in Batman Forever, which, full disclosure, I don't consider it to be in the same timeline as this.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of like when he begins to wonder if this whole life that he's chosen is a curse. It feels like it hones in on how he feels like this is something he has to do because nobody else can.
Yeah, it's sort of giving me like the beginning of Friday the 13th Part 6.
Gotta appreciate the cinematic brilliance here.
Okay. I need to mention this because if anybody's a fan of classic Dracula, you know exactly what I'm going to say. With the eyes.
Yes.
You get the eyes with a lot of focus. That's Dracula right there.
Right.
Lots of intense focus. Hell, you can even throw the Mummy in on that. With
Yeah.
Boris Karloff because they do the same thing.
Yeah.
It makes more sense for Dracula because, you know.
Yeah.
Bats. But
What's
also,
the best ending to a Batman movie? Dark Knight Rises for me. And for me, it's between this one and The Dark Knight. Or even, look, I'll give an honorable mention to Batman Begins. With that tease of the Joker, and then with the music, the way it swells up, it's really good.
Yeah.
I once dreamed a Shining episode of Hey Arnold, and I swore it was real. Oscar, the guy, and the wife beater gets drunk and tries to kill Susie or something. That's funny. Given the timeline of the Batman, it would be great if the movie they took Bruce to was Son of the Mask or something awful like that. Jesus Christ.
Also, can I say that
what?
I was about to say I was just about to say, you know how like when we see the explosion montage, they look like miniature models.
Because they were.
Right?
Or I like the usage of miniature models.
What the hell? What were they supposed to use?
Real buildings. What else?
Yeah, I'm sure there wouldn't be lawsuits up the ass for that.
Yeah,
Okay.
noise ordinance would be. Well, there wouldn't be noise ordinance because they'd all be destroyed.
Now, I'll tell you. Look, I think the Prince songs are okay. However, I'm not a fan of Prince. But there's nothing more disappointing than going to a record store, looking in the soundtracks section. Hey, Batman. Oh, it's the fucking Prince soundtrack.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I want the Danny Elfman soundtrack.
I would love a prequel to Batman 1989, similar to Batman Begins, but for Keaton.
Nice.
I don't know. I'm kind of.
Again, it's the fact that he's so mysterious in this movie just adds to it. I mean,
yeah. I
remember,
think that
we learn more about him as Vicky learns. That's kind of part of the immersion, if you ask me.
It's the appeal that this movie has. If anything, they just need to do a Batman Beyond sequel. I mean, you had an opportunity, but they decided to go with the Flash instead, which is stupid. Like, why?
Now, again, another thing that Nostalgia Critic pointed out when comparing this to The Dark Knight, which it's like very interesting, actually. Like, in this movie, we know pretty much everything about the Joker, but we know very little about Batman.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in The Dark Knight, it's the other way around.
It's a good dynamic.
I dig it. And he also would go on to say, less is more.
In this case, I would say absolutely.
Okay, going back to Mandela Effect, because James Rolfe brought it up in a video. Joker's face on the $1 bill.
Do we ever get to see the dollar bill close up?
That's the point. He swears he remembers that happening. But I think it is a safe bet that those are, fake. Those are like they're counterfeit.
Yeah.
But all you could do is I'm trying to get a good look at the one that's on his hat. I'm trying to see if his face is on that dollar bill.
It'd be funny because that would actually make sense for him to do that.
Yeah. Because
he's enticing them with money, but it turns out to be fake money, and he's going to be poisoning them anyway.
But it also goes back to that line. What do you want? My face on the $1 bill.
Yeah.
You know what? I love him with that hat. If you're gonna go with a smile.
Again, that soundtrack.
Yeah.
Lego Batman. It's been so long since I played that game too.
Yeah. I feel more enticed to play that again over Lego Star Wars. I'm not going to lie.
I get that. Sorry. They wouldn't do it, but I love Jean-Paul Valley's Batman to be brought into live action. Maybe in Gunn's universe, Bruce's back is already broken. We wait to reveal him. Whoa. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. The fucking mask. Jesus Christ.
2020 in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Right?
Looting, wearing masks.
Poison in the air. Money being thrown at people's faces.
Jeez.
At least here in America, that's what it was.
Predicted the future. Also, this one's not even a contest. Favorite Batwing, not even close.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even really call the Dark Knight Rises Batwing as a Batwing. It just
doesn't even have wings.
Yeah.
In fact, they just called it the Bat. But
yeah,
in terms of a vehicle that fucking flies.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say fire jet. It wouldn't be dignifying.
Something I just noticed. I'm sorry, I got to mention this.
Hmm.
A few scenes ago, we saw a guy falling through a sign.
Yeah.
And I saw the last name of Kent. I wonder if that's supposed to be a Superman reference or is just a coincidence.
I'd be inclined to believe it was intentional. Now, I was also going to say that I didn't mind the Batwing in Forever as well. Because I do like that turns into a submarine. Well, don't worry.
It's been a long time since I've seen Batman Forever. Can't even remember all that happens.
Well, that's where I come in. Because I have seen it a lot. He stole my boat.
Hey, he stole that guy's pizza.
I guess Pennywise isn't going to be too happy.
No.
Because they're floating all right, but they're floating away from his ass.
Why didn't anybody tell me he had one of those things? Bob, gun.
No! Why?
What did he do?
Why would you kill Bob? The fuck? Okay, iconic shot right here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Just beautiful.
Oh, that's the cover for the Danny Elfman soundtrack.
Yeah, that's true. The freaking music.
The fucking Stuka siren, really?
Here's a good question.
Hmm.
Could you see Michael Keaton's Batman with a Robin?
I don't know.
Me personally, I can't.
No.
I think that he works better solo. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing him team up with like a Christopher Reeve Superman, like a one-time thing. But
yeah,
I don't know.
By the way, this remind you of a certain scene?
Dark Knight.
Yeah. Come on. I want you to do it. Come on, hit me. I think it was actually supposed to be a callback to this scene.
I think you're right.
This is B-Wing standing by. Rockets away.
Oh my god.
Whoa, Daddy. Look at the size of that thing.
Damn.
And that was enough to immobilize the Batwing. That's crazy.
I mean, that is a big-ass revolver, ain't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hell, the barrel is telescopic.
You clipped the bat's wings. Nobody clips the bat's wings but me.
Yep. Basically, it's a custom 21-inch barrel Smith & Wesson Model 15-3.
I'd argue that if you remove Poison Ivy from Batman and Robin, it's a good movie as an homage to the 60s show. But her sexualizing everything ruins the tone.
Okay. Here's the thing.
Oh, crap. B-Wing's down.
This is just me, but I actually think she was one of the highlights of that movie. However, that being said, she shouldn't have teamed up with Mr. Freeze. In fact, here's what they should have done. Instead of her being infatuated with Freeze, which I don't fucking get at all.
Yeah.
Instead, like when he crashes the party, instead of being hot and bothered by him, instead, she should have seen him as a greater threat to her plans with her plants and shit. Because, like, well, if he freezes everything, my plants can't flourish, can they?
That's very true.
So instead, she uses her divine influence on Batman and Robin into eliminating Freeze, and it gets so strong on Robin that he presumably kills Freeze, and that puts a greater strain on the partnership between Batman and Robin. Mm-hmm. But just like Spider-Man 3, it would reveal down the line that Freeze did survive.
Right.
And by the way, do not have that green luchador, because that wasn't Bane. It wasn't Bane. Like, you could say what you want about Tom Hardy's Bane not being completely faithful to the character, but I think he was a billion times better, and we got some great fight scenes with him.
Yeah,
and he felt like a real threat. My issue with his Bane was not that he wasn't big enough. I thought he was fine. I just don't like that when we get the Talia bit, and then he just gets thrown by the wayside.
Yeah.
And then
starts
Catwoman
crying.
just wastes. And then hey, which one of these tubes do you breathe in? Now, you have my permission to cry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
God damn it. You had to make me think of that.
It's hard not to.
I know. Those skits are brilliant. But for real, then he gets wasted by Catwoman.
Yeah. I'm not down with the whole no killing thing.
Yeah.
The barrel is telescopic. That's what she said. Very funny. Very funny.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
How amusing.
Again with that music, I'm just thinking of Lego Batman 2.
Yep.
Not Lego Batman 2, the first game.
Right. But you know what? But credit to Lego Batman 2. The way they portray Gotham is pretty similar to the Burton verse. With the big statues holding things up.
I haven't played the second one.
I like it. It's fun.
I heard that one. Don't they actually talk in that one?
They do. That's what I was going to say.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
The Lego games are a lot more charming when they don't talk.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was going to say.
Like in Lego Star Wars, when we get the "I am your father," instead Vader just pulls out a picture and points, like.
Right.
That was part of the fun.
It's the same thing with the Lego Indiana Jones games too.
But that was the point. It's supposed to be so stupidly tongue-in-cheek. You don't take it seriously, but you still feel the essence of the actual thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I know for sure.
He was like, fuck this, let's go.
By the way, going back a bit, you know when Joker looked up and said, better make it 10. That's the exact number. That's the exact amount of time that passes since then.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Kind of interesting.
Nice attention to detail.
Mm-hmm.
Can see what you mean about not turning the neck.
Yeah. But he still looks intimidating.
Very. See, the eyes get a lot of focus again.
Yeah. Okay, again, now I can't help but think of that video where we see the Flash up here. Excuse me. You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? What?
That's...
Oh, this motherfucker again. Not today, dude. In the words of Clara Clayton, I don't dance very well when my partner has a gun in his hand.
Wow. Fail. What an embarrassing way to die.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, now you got this asshole. The motherfucking brute.
Lego Batman has that too.
Yep. The same way they actually play this music when we see Joker and Harley dancing.
Right.
You know, that was actually... That was actually one of my favorite That might actually be my favorite death of the Joker.
Is that so?
And Batman Beyond.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just when he shoots him. That's not funny.
Kind of sad.
Well, especially for Tim.
Yeah.
Just before he goes from that maniacal laughter to just breaking down. That was dark. That guy wouldn't stand a chance against Batfleck, I don't think.
Yeah.
Surprise, motherfucker! Yeah. Yeah, I bet your head's ringing, huh?
This part of the song right here.
Mm-hmm.
This plays in Arkham Asylum in Lego Batman. I remember that bit quite a bit.
Yeah.
Right here. Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like the perfect ballroom music.
Yeah.
Why are you kissing the jacket? It's dirty.
Well, see, even look at her just like, ugh. You know, I think it would have been clever if she actually said Mr. J there.
I agree.
But hey, she's stalling him. That's commitment. Purple.
Easy now. Okay. Huh? Surprise, motherfucker.
I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, he actually says that.
No. He didn't drop him. You fell.
Now, what the hell is this?
But he failed to pull him back up. That's just a classic Joker gag.
Clearly.
You made me first. That's a great line. You wouldn't hit a man with glasses, would you?
Jackass. Shit!
Damn it.
I love how Batman is kind of just okay with Mr. Freeze probably killing Poison Ivy at the end of that movie.
Yeah.
Nothing can be, I'm going to make you eat a plate of human shit from the other guys. Quick side note. Oh, shit. Sorry. Quick side note. You got to appreciate the classical Gothic architecture that this world once had, which has been lost almost.
Yeah.
Like, say what you will about the religions, but those old school cathedrals, there's just something so
ancient,
aesthetically pleasing about it, about seeing them walking in there.
Well, it's kind of like with churches in real life. Like anytime you see like those community churches and they just like plain old office buildings, it's like, the fuck's this shit?
Right.
I want to go inside a church. It better be one of those fucking ancient ones with like the stained glass windows and shit.
Yeah.
Made of stone and everything.
That Gothic architecture, man, there's just something about the older stuff that just works better, you know?
Classics never die.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes I just kill myself.
All right, get the bat claw.
Bat snacks.
Ooh, what'd you bring in with you, bat? Bat claws? Oh god, what else did he say?
Batarangs, bat claws. Ooh, bat snacks.
There you go. Ooh, that reminds me. I really ought to get me some new shoes.
Oh shit.
Oh, let's see what breaks first, his grip or the rope.
He died of natural causes.
Sure.
You pushed him off a roof. Gravity is natural.
Uh-huh. Oh!
Joke's on
Bat
you,
claw!
asshole.
You can bet $1,000 he had some 550 cord with him and those
Yeah.
things. This part always confused me. It's like the thing that's laughing, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't they pull something out of his jacket though, right? I think that's what it was, but
Yeah.
it was still weird.
Yeah.
He was a robot this whole time.
Oh, don't say that.
Some giant Joker robot. Speaking of The Shining, if you could put Batman in one Stephen King story / world, what would it be? Him in Dark Tower or even in the Overlook Hotel would be cool.
Fuck it, I'll just go with the Overlook. After all, Nicholson.
For me, I'd like to have him go up against Pennywise, just so Pennywise would shit his pants, realizing that he can't beat Batman because Batman has mastered fear.
Yeah.
Unless you had Scarecrow to help, but I don't think that's happening.
But you see, of course, if we're talking about the Arkhamverse Batman, then he'd be extra screwed.
Yeah.
Because he mastered his fear. He became fear.
Yeah, that was the whole point.
Yes!
Ta-da!
You know, I can see why you opted to have number 2 as the thumbnail.
When the light hits the sky, it's not just a call. It's a warning to them. I love that line.
Yeah.
Even that derby he's wearing.
Yeah.
The aesthetics, the classical cars, all of it just works.
Of course it does.
Hey man, a lot of the older stuff was better made.
Yeah.
Compared to today's garbage.
Hell, it's like Joker said himself in the movie. They don't make them like they used to.
Clearly. Moment of silence for this scene, yeah?
The music. Ooh.
Oh, it's a Rolls Royce.
The fuck did I say? Okay. Brilliant.
Excellent fucking movie.
Timeless classic.
Indeed,
a standout amongst the huge field of superhero films.
Indeed, it is. So the word I was always looking for. Why? The best way I could describe this movie is that it is epic, but still kept very simple.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I love about it. Like, even on some of the bits that they touch on, like what I said about Alfred voicing his disapproval, they kept it simple.
Yeah.
The rivalry between Batman and Joker, they kept it simple. And the relationship with Vicky Vale, they kept it simple. The thing with the Dark Knight movies, now this ain't like a negative, but they're always about over analyzing all the themes.
Mm-hmm.
Here, sometimes you just got to keep it simple, stupid.
Less is more.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Less is
And
more and more is less.
See this here? Conductor, Shirley Walker.
Hmm.
Really?
So even she worked her magic in this movie as well.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking A. Sorry, I let the credits roll.
No, you're good.
Yeah,
so am I. I still have it playing.
Good call. Godfrey Jones. But yeah. I mean, pretty much everything. I mean, maybe a couple others that maybe aren't. Like, you asked me about favorite anything that involves these live action Batman movies. Favorite this and that. I usually point at this movie. Favorite Batman? Michael Keaton.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite Joker, I'll admit, Heath Ledger, but Nicholson is still, again, they're neck and neck.
Yeah.
Like, supporting cast, again, simple, but the characters, the supporting cast, even when they're minimal, they're still memorable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're going to remember characters like Knox, Bob, fucking Lieutenant Eckhart, Grissom.
Right.
Like, again, simple, but they still leave an impact.
Right. Yeah, I think I have to agree with you on this. With Keaton being my number one, I used to say it was Christian Bale, and I still do like Christian Bale's portrayal. It's just there's something. I started out with Keaton, like that. That's my first Batman.
Yeah.
Then of course Kevin Conroy, which you could argue is a continuation of Keaton's Batman. With the animated series, you could kind of make that argument.
Yeah, but the series, I wouldn't go so far as say the series follows this movie.
Right.
But
no, of course not.
But still, as I said earlier, we wouldn't have gotten the animated series were it not for this movie bringing the more serious tone of the character and the IP as a whole into the mainstream.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, while some people say this movie is dated by today's standards,
fuck that, dude.
They're full of shit. Like, look, I get that not everyone loves this movie on the same level as like maybe the Nolan films or even maybe the Matt Reeves movie. That's fine. I can understand. I really can. But again, keep it simple, stupid. Like that's all I can really say.
Yeah.
And this movie nailed that in spades. And fuck, man. Even with some of the creative liberties that it takes, like while paying homage to certain comic book stories, like obviously what we got with the Joker, very much in line with Killing Joke.
Mm-hmm.
A little different, but the same basic skeleton.
Right.
And as we pointed out at the very beginning, a little subversion of expectation there. Family going in an alley, getting mugged. Oh no, that's not Bruce Wayne. Batman already exists. What a twist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
Like, do I wish we could have gotten more out of some of the supporting characters? Yes. Like Gordon.
Yeah.
But again, yes, you start off a little smaller and then you start building on the world with sequels if this first one still manages to be a success, which it was.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with Batman Returns, well, we'll come back to that next month. There's a reason why, ladies and gentlemen, and it's pretty simple. Batman Returns is a Christmas movie.
Amen.
So we're going to save that for the holiday season. But yeah, as I've said many times, I could go on, but yeah, this is my favorite Batman movie. It's my favorite comic book movie. I don't know what else I can really say that I haven't already said. I mean, if you want, I can also share my written movie review. I've talked about this movie ad nauseum, and it's one of my favorites of all time. Period.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, fucking perfect 10 for me.
Yeah, perfect 10, no question.
Yep.
You could call it nostalgia, but coming back to this movie years later as an adult, being able to understand certain things of the film, certain elements of the film better than I did as a kid. Yeah. I mean, this movie still holds up for me. I can pop this movie in anytime I'm in a Batman mood. This is usually my go-to. As much as I do love The Dark Knight, I feel like this one is a lot more easy to jump into, whereas with The Dark Knight, I kind of feel obligated to watch Batman Begins first.
Which isn't a bad thing.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing. It's just depending on the mood. My go-to is Keaton's Batman.
Again, it's just straight and simple.
Yeah.
But again, like I said, I mean, Begins is still my favorite superhero origin movie. But again, like as I've said before, like just the mystery surrounding Bruce Wayne and Batman in this movie.
Right.
Like, what is the deal? Like, what? It's like even what Knox was asking. What would push someone to do this? Or even when they find out what happened to Bruce when he was a kid, what kind of damage could that do to someone? It's like they touch on those elements. It's like,
yeah,
like good questions to be raised, especially when exploring the depths of one's character and a traumatic event that turn him into a crime-fighting vigilante.
Right. I mean, yeah, you have different movies that sort of explore those elements, and I mean, a lot of times you see it as more of a villain story rather than a hero story. Obviously, the hero story is a lot more popular. It's just I do notice that the villain side of things gets a lot more attention in certain cases. But
I mean, yeah, we know everything about the Joker here, but less about Batman.
Right.
It's I do think it's an interesting change of pace.
It is. Usually, you know more about the hero than the villain, and the idea is to learn more. The idea is to understand the villain more, right? Because the villain's always left in, well, not always, but a lot of times you see that the villain is left in mystery. Like, for example, I'll use the 1999 Mummy film, for example. You have a brief little idea about Imhotep and his motivations. And as the movie goes along, you learn more like, okay, well, he wants Evie because she'll be a human sacrifice to, resurrect the Knox Moon and all that stuff.
Right.
So in that instance, it's like, okay, you know more. You're learning about the villain as the movie goes along. But with this one, it's the opposite. You see Jack a lot more, at least in the beginning, than you do Batman in many ways. Notice. You don't see as much Batman right away. I mean, look, the movie comes out and says, yeah, this is Batman. Okay, the first opening scene. After that, though, you got to get with Joker's origin story.
Now, granted, as I was going to say, that formula would not have worked with like the Richard Donner Superman movies, at all. Again, as I've said quite a few times already during the show, yin and yang. Like Batman and Superman are the definitive yin and yang when it comes to superheroes and their conflicting ideologies, how they view things, right?
Right.
which is something they really should have honed in on a little bit better if you're going to bring that to the big screen, right? Instead of making everything only awesome at face value.
Yeah.
But hey, you could also just watch the Dark Knight Returns animated film if you want to see it done justice, because that was a great movie.
It's true. So I'm going to go ahead and end the poll that we have and kind of show the results, or tell the results anyway. This one is a bit of a interesting one. So 87% said yes for Batman, and 12% said no.
It would have been better.
We had 8 votes total.
Would have been better if that percentage was 89. Just saying, we were on the verge of.
We were this close.
I forgot the rest of that line.
I know what you're going for, though.
You knew where fuck. Verge of greatness? Was it
Something
greatness? I think it was. We were this close.
Yeah.
But again, it was right there. It was gift wrap for me. It was practically begging me to make that reference.
Now my question is, what is it about this movie that people don't like? That's something I'd be curious to hear about.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
What
is it that people don't like about this movie?
Anyone who's tuning in after the fact at any point, if you want to let us know in the comments, please let us know. Like,
I am curious.
What is it about this movie that just didn't tickle your fancy?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Travis says, actually, a Nightmare at Arkham with Freddy going into all the dreams of Batman's rogues would be awesome. Maybe. But we kind of have that in the Arkham Asylum game to an extent, don't we?
Indeed. I mean,
nice little homage.
I mean, Scarecrow does have the fucking Freddy fingers.
Yeah.
Let me just see.
Let's get high.
Yeah. I actually have that's where my Scarecrow figure is.
Nice. While I prefer the Nolan films to this, there comes a point where you ground the material so much that the fun is removed. Something like this or Ninja Turtles found the right balance. See, that's actually something that I'd like to see in the future, because a lot of the Batman live action stuff we have is, for the most part, grounded. But we haven't seen a live action Clayface. We haven't seen a proper live action Killer Croc. Yeah. I'm sorry, but
Freeze. Carry on.
Yeah. Look, that was one of the disappointing things for me about Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Is Killer Croc.
He was nothing.
Yeah. He was just a small brute instead of a hulking monster. Like,
fuck.
Why? You know, almost, like, why would you?
This might be harsh, but that was almost as disappointing as that luchador in Batman and Robin.
Pretty damn close.
A pretty bad bastardization of the character.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I was actually, never mind. But I have been thinking though, if there's any, like, if they want to keep it grounded, at least with this Reeves verse before we get maybe another reboot in the next couple of decades or something, I have said I would like to see Hush in that universe. I think he'd fit like a fucking glove.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't a big fan of that side mission in Arkham Knight, but you're taking the control of Bruce Wayne, but then when he attacks Fox, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was pretty wacky.
Yeah.
Especially because, you get such a big reveal in Arkham City. You feel like there could have been something more to that in Arkham Knight, but it was just like a simple little minor inconvenience.
I mean, fuck that little bit where with Oracle where he's like, I didn't do this. Yeah. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, actually, I thought that scene where he meets him in City was pretty cool.
It was.
It was kind of a chilling setting too.
Especially when you realize that you actually get to see him in one of the first missions of the game.
Where?
In the church, when you save the paramedics, if you go to I think it was the guy with the beanie and the glasses. You see that he's standing by a guy that has a black wrap over his face, and he's holding a tub. That's Hush.
Shit.
Yes, sir.
Well, remind me to look out for that next time I choose to replay that game.
Will do. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that one guy in the line who's like, Bruce Wayne, you're on my list. Bang. Like, I know that's Deadshot.
Right. Mm-hmm. You can also see Azrael on the rooftop if you look up.
At which part?
When Bruce is walking through the gates.
Oh.
Yeah, you look up to the right, you can see him up there.
Shit.
My God. This is so cool. You don't know some of this stuff. That's nice.
I mean, I played that game a dozen times, but I never noticed that shit. I don't know. I'm not always looking around the same way right at the beginning.
Hey, I understand. Sometimes it's stuff you find out later through a video. Other times it's like, oh yeah, I remember that. But yeah, that one with Hush, that was really good.
I mean, after the twist, I picked up on things like where Joker's doing that little broadcast video, and then suddenly the cameraman starts coughing, who sounded like the Joker.
Right.
There's the whole reflection thing. Like, keep in mind, you see his reflection. The flower is on the right. Turns around, it's still on the right. If that was a reflection, it should be over here now.
Yep.
And go to detective vision while fighting Joker. No skeleton or ligaments.
And if you use detective mode when you were in Arkham Asylum, looking at Clayface's thing, you saw the same thing. Nice little callback, right? So the Arkham games were a lot more clever than I think we gave it credit for in certain cases.
I know. The more you think about it, the better they get, because they hone in on the whole detective stuff.
Of course, then Kill the Justice League came out and just took the.
It doesn't count. Doesn't count. It doesn't count. Never played it, so it doesn't fucking count. Fuck that noise. It's just a lot of that shit that just gets produced. It's failing. It's failing. Outlaws, Kill the Justice League, Concord, Starborn, or whatever the fuck it was.
You know, mentioning Star Wars Outlaws, I saw a comparison video comparing similar mechanics from Outlaws to Red Dead Redemption 2 that came out years ago, and how Red Dead Redemption 2 did it better than Outlaws, which was the new game. It's just pathetic, dude. That's a whole other rabbit hole. Just quickly mentioning that Arkham games, awesome. If you have never played the Arkham games, yes, including Arkham Origins, because despite some of the issues I may have with the game, I will proudly put that in the Arkham saga. The four game install, however you want to title it.
Quadrilogy.
A quadrilogy. There you go.
I mean, and yeah, take it from me as well. Yes, do play that one as well, because I play it every year during the holiday season, because it's during Christmas. It's a Christmas game, and I, for one, do love that game. It's not as good as City, but hey, I appreciate that if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yep. You know, I do have a fond memory of playing with one of my friends, playing the multiplayer back when it was a thing. Yeah, playing as Batman and Robin, and it was like a 3-way battle going on. So you could play as Batman and Robin, and then you had two teams. One of them was Joker's team, and the other, I think, was like Penguins, maybe, I think it was, or Black Mask, either one. But then you could also play as Bane. You could play as Joker too. It was really interesting. It was a multiplayer Arkham game, and we have never seen that again since, which is kind of a shame.
Well, that's another thing. Since you brought him up with Arkham Origins, when it comes to the whole Arkham series, that was the best Bane. Like, that wasn't even close. I did not like how Bane looked in Asylum or City. Just the tubes, they looked ridiculous.
Look, I'm going to be honest, though. In the later part of Arkham Origins, when Bane gets like really big and buff.
TN1.
Yeah, I wasn't really a fan because he looked even more kind of ridiculous to me than he did in Asylum and City. But
still, he was a lot tougher. Like, instead of doing the repetitive fighting Titan shit, you gotta hide from this guy, and he'll fucking teleport to the other side of the room. Fuck, did that
video game logic.
Yeah, one of those little glitches. Fuck, that pissed me off.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, still, like, normal Bane, I know you can't see my figures all that well, but he's up there. Like, I have the Origins Bane, where he's just Bane.
Yeah.
That was cool. Anyway, I'd say enough about Batman, because we're going to get out here, but I can't say enough about Batman, because we're going to keep this shit going for the time being.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, join us next week. As I said, it's not Batman Returns, because we're saving that for December.
Yes, sir.
Because ho, 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 that's why. Mm-hmm. So instead, we're going to go back to the 90s and watch the first Schumacher Batman movie, Batman Forever. I think we still got good material to talk about with that one, whether it be its history, certain other things about it, the Schumacher cut. And, kind of the downward spiral things kind of went after that. But we don't need to open up that can of worms. We already did that piece of shit, so don't expect another Batman and Robin watch party. We don't need to do that again.
We really don't.
So yeah, next week, same bat time, same bat day. Sorry, going back to the whole 60s thing. We'll be watching Batman Forever next week, so expect it then. So yeah, the stream's about to surpass 3 hours, so we better get on out of here.
Of course, make sure to stick around for the outro.
And because we had quite a few people stop by, I'm not going to name all of you, but thank you all for stopping by. Like, including a new face on the block. Good to have you here.
CJ
Anime fan, Travis, Peter, T-Con, Kyle. Yeah.
The Sergeant.
Chris. Sergeant, Backtrack Cinema.
Okay. Well, thanks for doing it for me. I usually just say thank you to everyone. It's depending on the number of people, of course. But yes, thank you all for stopping by. We appreciate you. And also shout out to our patrons. You will see their names at the very end after the credits and before the very final scene. And yes, thank you all. Love you all. Thank you all for watching, listening, and supporting. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, remember, I'm Batman. And the entertainment is out there.
We're ready to believe you.
Whoa, what the hell? What is this place? Wait a minute. This looks just like... Huh?
Don't underestimate me, Batman. I have the death sentence in 5 states. I'm the ultimate clown of the town. Ha ha.
The only thing I've underestimated is how retarded you'd look, you fucking butt mongrel. Now give up. Your days of tainting my beloved city are over.
Daner? What the fuck are you wearing?
Huh? What the hell? Caleb? What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be in Metropolis with Carter? You know how much of a raging fanboy he becomes when he's around Superman.
Daner, listen to me. None of this is real. You're dead. You and Carter were killed by something called the... Huh? It's you. I figured you'd be here. Tormenting my friends by fucking with their heads. It's become your M.O. at this point.
Haha. Well, it's the one that got away. I must say, Spooky Clutter, it's quite bold of you to enter my domain to save your friends. And the cherry on top, summoning the true spirit of Halloween, the shape itself. It's very impressive being able to master the power of 115 and a dream gauntlet.
Caleb, what the hell are you talking about? The Joker isn't supernatural. Sure, he's an annoying chattering prick, but his best tricks are shitty clown antics.
Well, there's no reason to maintain the illusion. Let me slip into something more comfortable.
Now let me officially introduce myself, Van Clutter. I am the Overlord, Master of the Dark Ether, and the one responsible for the deaths of your precious friends. It's so nice to make your acquaintance.
Whoa.
Huh? Where the hell are we?
Carter, are you okay?
Daner, what the hell is going on?
I'm not familiar with this planet, but these ruins look ancient. Far more ancient than many sites I've seen.
I'm not sure where we are, but the dark side of the Force is strong here, seemingly stronger than anything I've felt before.
Well, Lord Vader, you're not too far from the truth.
Holy fucking shit! What the hell are you?
That voice. I know who this prick is. He's the one that invaded my dreams.
Okay, you slender son of a bitch, who the hell are you?
Yeah, and where the hell are our friends?
I have been known by many names, gentlemen, but for the sake of simplicity, you may call me the Overlord.
Okay then, Overlord. How did you find us? We were traveling through the time vortex, so tracking us down would be nearly impossible.
Oh, Doctor, have you already forgotten? I've been with all of you since you rescued me from the Martians.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding.
Let us go too. Yeah, you have no right to hold us here. If you let us go, we won't tell a soul. And as a token of our promise, you can keep the creepy guy over there.
Well, fuck you guys. I just want my next Disney Wars movie starring the best hero ever. Free!
I just have one question. Now, I can understand rescuing Presidents Dumb and Dumber here, but for God's sake, why do we have to bring the crybaby shilprick along, too?
Whoa, fuck off, you filthy rodent, and give me my Rose Tico and Finn romance movie.
What? It's his fucking fault for running away. What a loser!
That's right. Go to sleep, you little chocolate chip fucks.
What did you say, you greasy creep?
Whoa, nothing. I was just thinking beat it.
Who sings that song?
Whoa, Michael Jackson does.
Oh, yeah, let's keep it that way.
God damn it, I knew we should have left that nerdy fuck on that doom-fated flying saucer.
Whoa, stupid special agents. Ha! You let the fox in the hen house and you were none the wiser.
As for your friends, well, why don't you ask them yourself? Well, considering the life you lived, I did him a favor. Called a mercy killing.
You really are a bastard. Just wait till we get out of here.
Oh, Mr. Sauce, there's no out for any of you. Just ask your friend, Mr. Nerd.
Holy shit, guys, what the fuck?
Nerd, are you okay?
Guys, this fucktard is something else. He tortured me for what felt like hours. He didn't ask me a single fucking question. The pain wouldn't stop.
You vile monster! What could possibly drive you to commit such horrendous and destructive acts?
Horrendous. Destructive. Oh, Doctor, you have seen nothing yet. And your friend, Mr. Nerd, will experience all of it.
Nerd! No!
Let him go, fucker!
Don't do it, Overlord!
Dear God, what immense power.
You son of a bitch. I swear, before this is over, you'll be begging for mercy.
I'll eliminate you myself, filthy creature.
Oh, I think not, Lord Vader. I think you've overstayed your welcome in this story.
Jesus, just what the hell?
By now you should understand the gravity of the situation. And this is only the beginning for you and your intimate introduction to pain. Be thankful that your friends here are suffering no longer on this mortal plane of existence.
Holy fuck. Caleb, I remember all of it. What the fuck happened? What happened to you?
I'll explain later. For now, let's kick this demonic son of a bitch out.
How amusing. You get a taste of raw power, and you think you can take me on.
You forgot the part where this special gauntlet was given extra juice from 2 powerful entities of the ether.
Goddamn. Is he dead?
No. This thing is something that won't die easily. But, at the very least, we've released his grip on your soul. Now then, brace yourself. You're about to be put back in your body.
Wait, what? Ah! What the fucking hell?
Daner, just relax. You're back in the real world. Take it easy. It's going to take you a while to adjust to the new body.
New body? What the fuck do you... Holy shit. What in the fucking shitty giraffe-ass face happened to me? How long have I been dead?
Daner, it's been 4 years.
I'm Special Agent Spooky Clutter.
I'm Special Agent Carter Sauce.
Special Agent Dr. Richtofen. And until next time, fellow investigators, remember...
The entertainment.
The entertainment.
The entertainment.
The entertainment.
The entertainment is out there.